heard you say that for months now, and he's tired of it. Okay, this season.
Don't worry, Shaq. The General gives you a break, whether it's on your car insurance
Or a break from your car acting up.
My leg! Go on without me. We've got you covered, Bumblebee.
Oh, my hero.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
We inhale. Where are the hardest arenas to play? The altitude in Denver is no joke.
Playing in Denver, you're like,
We inhale.
New York, welcome to the pressure cooker.
The intersection of history, TD Garden in Boston.
Might be the loudest arena I've ever stepped foot in my entire life.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.
Hey Google, what's the fastest way to the pier?
I'm just a guy, but when my Bosch fridge keeps my food fresh longer with VitaFresh, I feel like Guy.
With food that stays fresh longer, the more you Bosch,
Man, that's fresh.
the more you feel like a...
If you,
guys, we just don't have enough, and this is what we need and all that. But when you're the one seed, you're absolutely right. I think you kind of owe it to the team and to yourself, because it's always easy to say, we'll be back. Rarely does it work out that way. Nobody hangs around forever. It's even as much as it feels like this current version of the Thunder and the Spurs are just, this is it, right? This is what it's going to be for the next decade. It's not. It's just one of them, the two of them will fall by the wayside, if not both. I mean, we're not that far removed from thinking the Thunder with Durant and Westbrook and Harden, we're just going to run the NBA for till now, right? Yeah. And it just doesn't always work out that way. So that's, I think, whenever you are close, you owe it to yourself to go for it. And I'm completely with you. You've got the box score from Game 7 up. It's gross. It just shows, nothing. There's like nothing good in there that you're like, man, that I can kind of attach to. Like just all kind of different levels of bad. I do think, despite the disappointing Game 7, Cade Cunningham showed full-blown superstar, build everything around him and go. Jalen Duren did nothing but cost himself money throughout the course of this playoff run. I still don't, people are like, maybe now the Pistons let him go, and maybe one of the cap space teams, whether it's the Lakers or the Bulls, or even, if you've seen some people say, could the Nets go that direction and then move Claxton in another trade? Could they? Sure. I think aside from those teams offering maxes, I don't think the Pistons will let him go.
Should those first, do you think the Pistons would blink? Because I've got a lot of Lakers fans asking me, "Ooh, could we go get Jalen Duren right now?" Number one, should they, if it's a max, and then if a team does give him a max, what should the Pistons do?
I would be worried if they gave him a max offer and the Pistons are like, "All right, go ahead." Then I'd be like,
then you're like, wait a minute.
Why did they not want to match this, right? Like, what happened? Because nobody knows the guy better than their own team. And I think it's, I would question, like, it's weird, right? Because it's funny when people are like, oh, he played bad. Let's go get him now because it'll be cheaper. Well, did he play bad because he's not good? Like where are we going with this? So,
I made that point to somebody the other day. I said, because I'm getting a lot of that, right? I'm getting a lot of, we should go after Jalen Duren. Maybe if we give him a max, we can get him. I'm like, what if he was a Laker? Lakers fans would, and he did this, and the Lakers fans would be so eager to get him off the roster right now.
Yep. Pack his bags and ship him out of town, right? Like,
exactly.
Get out of here, bro. So that's the thing. It would probably have to take a max to get the Pistons to blink, and I don't think it's going to get there. I think they're going to probably settle something, I'll call it near max-ish, but come in under. the max, and he'll be back in Detroit because I think even despite the disappointing playoffs, he's still a huge part of what they've built, and I think they're going to want to keep that together. I think Asar Thompson's offseason becomes very questionable as far as what he's going to get in extensions. I'm actually started working on it for Spot Track. Every year I write the rookie scale extension predictions, and this is a fascinating rookie scale extension group because you have both Thompson twins, and I think with Asar Thompson, I mean, as much as Kenny Atkinson was like, when asked how'd you get the offense going, he's like, we stayed away from Asar Thompson. I don't think Evan Mobley could have cared less about guarding Asar Thompson on the defensive end. He was playing, I mean, you talk about playing off a guy, then there is like, I don't care where you are unless you
do
2
not
feet in the
exist.
paint.
Yeah.
It does not matter to me. I am not guarding you. There was one play where Thompson was wide open in the corner. Mobley planted himself on the block. It was like, I'm not taking a step closer to you. Go ahead and shoot it because I do not care. So that's you got to figure that out because if you're gonna have those two guys in your starting group, your other two positions between those two and Cunningham, they have to be knockdown shooters, and one of them also has to be a creator with the ball in his hands.
It's funny, but the Rockets are kind of dealing with the same thing with Alperen Sengun and Ahmed Thompson. So that it'll be really interesting to see how all that plays out, of course, this summer and what the Pistons ultimately do. I still look at, Keith, we're living in a world where percentage-wise, the best three-point shooter in the NBA, Luke Kennard, went for Gabe Vincent in a second.
The 41-year-old Mark Dagnall, who coached the Thunder G League team. He's in year 6 now as the Thunder head coach, 30-11. Impressive playoff record. Both of these Western Conference finals, we've got both sidelines covered. Ashley Chamonix will be with the Spurs. We'll hear from Ash in a second. But first, Zora Stevenson with the Thunder. Zora.
Appreciate it, Mike. Like you mentioned, Jalen Williams is back, and the Thunder are thrilled. He missed the last 3.5 weeks with a left hamstring strain, and this is an injury that he suffered in the first round of the playoffs, and Williams said he is fully healthy for this series. He actually took off more time than what was originally planned, and the Thunder, Sweeping the Lakers, really helped out with that. Thunder head coach Mark Dagnall told us there is no hard cap on Jalen's minutes tonight. And remember, in January, the last time the Thunder beat the Spurs, it was J-Dub who had the matchup against Victor Wembanyama. Ashley, all you.
Thanks, Zara. We'll talk about game time decisions. We quite literally found out at the same time as head coach Mitch Johnson that De'Aaron Fox is going to be out for game 1 tonight. He was listed as questionable with that right ankle injury. He sustained it in game 4 of the Minnesota series where he initially rolled it, played in game 5 in San Antonio, then rolled it again in game 6. So it's something he's been dealing with and pushing through. But for tonight, I'm told the Spurs decided to hold him out in hopes that he'll get healthy for the rest of this series. With no De'Aaron,
similar. There are a lot of ties between both sides, both in smaller markets, both with young, great talent reaching their prime, and both with awesome fan bases. Settle in. Gonna be great. Best of 7 to represent the West in the NBA Finals. Fans of the first basket. They take away the roll for Hartenstein to the basket. Dort drives. Here's Hartenstein. That's his patented shovel shot. Got it over Wemby. Spurs back the other way with Harper.
I think this surprised Dort right here. He thought that Wemby was going to try to go back door. Surprised him with the catch and shoot right on his closeout. Wemby, his first trip to the free throw line, Mike.
85% here in the postseason. His regular season was 83%. It's interesting, as SGA got the MVP, I went to look at Wemby. That straight, dead-on focus, didn't look up, didn't blink, just he was in that zone, and we've seen him so often, and he's been on the bench and the sideline.
And the great players know how to put themselves in that zone. He's a young, great player, and he has all the ingredients to be one of the all-time greats as well.
First 5 for the Spurs, who eliminated Minnesota. Spurs come back the other way. Champagny, a good shooter. Short on the three. Wemby, active on the blast. Tips it in. 7-0 start for San Antonio.
Look at the crowd of black jerseys every time SGA comes off that high screen and roll.
No elbow rise to his side off the window. Doesn't get it. Harper on the board. He's had such a good postseason. Comfortable stepping into this role, starting for Fox. Devin Vassell. On the outside, Axel probe, feed 2. Gilgeous Alexander comes away with it. Jalen Williams pitches. Woodard. It's the 3, so the Thunder have opened 0 for 3 in game 1. Wemby so comfortable in transition against Chet Holmgren. And on the outside, Chet called for the foul.
It's like Wemby's eyes get so wide open anytime he sees Chet in front of him. He was getting ready to do a little right to left crossover here. And there's the foul right there on Holmgren. What a start here for Mitch Johnson and the Spurs. Here's a little Moses Malone drill here. Just tip it to himself. Keep it alive.
Hand-eye is so good around the basket. Champagny on the drive. 3 on the way. He's off from Harper. They both Oklahoma City fans are ready to sit down. They've been up for the first 2.5 minutes. Jalen Williams on the drive. Got the bump. Put it up. He'll come to the free throw line. And quickly sub for OKC, and Alex Caruso is going to check in. Terrific defender, so good in the postseason. He gets Hartenstein as they go smaller.
Mr. Chaos, as I call him. Chaos Caruso. He just comes in and just changes the landscape of how this Thunder team plays.
This is the longest the Oklahoma City fans have remained standing thus far this year. 2 minutes, 22 seconds, the longest until their first field goal against Memphis back in December. Can SGA put him in the seats? Nope. Rebound Harper for the Spurs. 0 for 4 and well defended to begin. Lob to Wemby, catching the paint. Pitch too high. Turned it over.
And it's the right play. They had the mismatch down low. Caruso trying to guard Wemby in the paint.
Good Harper stay in front of Williams. Caruso straight on triple.
Those are the shots right there that open up the OKC Thunder offense because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets so much attention.
Caruso had a bad shooting year, but he's been good from deep in the playoffs. Champagny over the outstretch. Holmgren knocks down a three-pointer. Julian Champagny, 4th year, undrafted out of St. John's. Such a good three-point hitman for this Spurs team. Caruso tried to bounce inside, but a good read by Vassell to knock it away.
Bad angle there by Caruso trying to deliver that ball.
Harper over the top, out of bounds. Thunderball.
And Jamal, we need to talk about no De'Aaron Fox here to start the ball game at that point guard position. How do you think the rookie Dylan Harper approaches this now that he's in the starting lineup?
I think he knows he has to be aggressive. He has to make plays for himself and his team They need him to do that.
Third still again. He is long, so a cold shooting start. Remember, this Thunder team has been off for a week. It has been fits and starts. They've only really played about 8 games in a month. And Penny off on the 3. Jalen Williams off that hamstring injury. Looking numb the work. The way blocked by Vassell. Got up high. It is a 4-on-2. Champ Penny. Thunder respond nicely. Williams the foul. His first, team third.
What a start defensively by the Spurs. Vassell not giving up on the play here. Gets all of that from J-Dub. Now a little bit more offense coming in off the bench here for the Thunder. A.J. Mitchell in for Jalen Williams. And how good has Mitchell been during this postseason in the absence of Jalen Williams?
Hassel takes him right inside. The foul is called. And so much of the conversation is the Thunder play aggressive defense. You can't call everything, but they've called 4 fouls on them here at home in the first 4.5 of this one.
I know for the Thunder right now, it's like looking in a mirror. Literally, the aggressiveness on defense, the way they're playing with force on offense, making them foul.
And Mark Dagnall is going to take a timeout early on. He's the head coach talking to Zach Zarba about those calls here in the early going. Well, we're headed for games 3 and 4 to the Riverwalk in San Antonio. This is the Riverwalk in Oklahoma City. I told you these teams are mirror images of each other. Western Conference Finals underway.
I don't think we're here loves Loud City to show some love, 2 loves for providing tonight's Western Conference Finals playoff t-shirts. I must say, since you're rocking them, you look good, O City. You look good. Now, what I need you to do is pull out those fan banners, and those are all thanks to Baylon. Let's show them some love as well. Fold up those fan banners, Loud City. Smack them against your hands. And get loud. To play out basketball.
Check out Courtside Live on Peacock. The unique feature that puts you right at center court. Browse the multiple camera angles on your own terms without losing focus on the game. Find Courtside Live on the NBA Hub and the Peacock app. It's basketball like you've never seen it before. Castle at the line after the foul on A.J. Mitchell, his first, team fourth. Stephon Castle, number 4 pick for the Spurs in the 2024 draft. A number 4 pick, a number 1 pick, a number 2 pick in the starting lineup. Wouldn't be able to do that with changes to the lottery. Castle will pump here on SGA, and a foul is called. Zora?
Well, guys, Mark Daigneault knew there was a chance his team could start like this with all those days off, and the players knew it too. In that last huddle, Alex Caruso said, hey, it's our first 4 minutes of basketball in like a week. Jay Will keeping the vibes positive with, we're good. And Daigneault also wanted his guys to know, this is the start, right, Mike? He wants them to keep that in mind, not the end.
Well, it's a great point you make, Zora. April 19th was when the series against Phoenix started. Today, May 18th. Caruso over Wembanyama for 2.
It had worked for Wemby as well after he laid it up on him. Kind of turned Wembanyama around to get all the way to the cup.
So now, if you want to take your eye off the ball, Caruso guarding Wemby, giving away about a foot. So, took it away, leading to a 3-on-2. All the way home, Caruso!
Mr. Chaos creating such, getting this Thunder fan base in a frenzy. Just does everything for your team to be successful. Here off the dribble, right into the body of Wemby. And then right here, creates the steal and the beautiful finger roll.
Selector at the time tune higher. Jumba, rhythm wicked. Baseline, make it jump and twist. Jumba, rhythm wicked. Baseline, make it jump and twist. Jumba, rhythm wicked. Baseline, make it jump and twist. Jumba, rhythm wicked. Baseline, make it jump and twist. Here we go. Rock it up, let me rock it up again. Everybody ever pick it up, bring them rocks in, but them never know that we don't need. They know that we can bring them rock in. Whoa. They know that I am a pro. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give me a rock to sun. Wait.
look at tonight's DraftKings player tractor. Victor Wembanyama, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. We'll watch their points, and you see the averages regular and postseason. DraftKings, #1 sportsbook for live betting. Get in on the action. Download the app. Use the promo code DUNK when you sign up. Wemby already has 4. SGA has none, but he's not alone. No one on the Thunder has scored except for the 7th off the bench for Alex Caruso. Out of the timeout, Castle to Wembanyama couldn't finish at the rim. SGA back the other way. Pulls up. Now he's on the board.
You can't allow SGA to play in space. You've got to crowd him. One-on-one, he will always have the advantage. He's got to see multiple bodies. And now Caruso on Wemby.
With screen at the top, Keldon Johnson, 6th man of the year in the NBA. Knocks down the shot from the outside. 9 for 21 in this postseason. Extends the Spurs lead back to 6.
Remember that huge Game 5 he had in that Minnesota series.
SGA gets the spot. Listed, Champagnie on the board. Johnson attacks Holmgren. Can't move his feet. Caruso came to slap it away. SGA draws it. Hits his Holmgren. One more short triple. Rebound secured by Vassell. Top of the backboard is inbounds. They'll play on.
I like this. The Spurs don't want to get into a track meet, especially on the road here versus the Thunder. Half-court execution is going to be pivotal in this series.
Wemby on Holmgren. Gets a rebound. Wembanyama 1 of 5 to begin.
They don't want to get a track meet, Red. They do need to try to strike fast, so the Thunder cannot set up their defense because we know how good that is.
SBA having a tough time losing Castle. Now Johnson defending. Caruso for one more. He got it again!
And that's what layups do. When he gets the layups, the 3-ball becomes easier.
Wemby free at the top. Johnson from the corner. Court tips it to Caruso. Caruso's playoff high this year is 14. He already has 10. Wemby comes, swings around to Dort. He's been off from that spot thus far. 0 for 3 from 3. Thunder with a full line change waiting at the scorer's table. Castle inside. Draws the foul. Thunder will be over the limit. Free throws to the Spurs the rest of the way.
Watch Caruso guarding Victor Wembanyama. He's doing his work early, not letting him touch you, not letting him get in position, making things difficult for him, and now he's getting him closer to the three-point line, which is better for him. And then causing chaos, as Red said, on defense. Always active, always hands. If he starts throwing up the #1 like Tony Allen saying first team, I'm going to know something.
Tony Allen shout out. Didn't have that on the bingo card. And the offense, Reg.
Look, this is his second made 3 here in this first quarter alone. And again, when the team is struggling to score, it looks like he's going to get a break here. You know, again, he does whatever is needed at that time. It doesn't necessarily have to be points. It's defense, steals, hustle plays. It just so happened he did all of those in a span of 4 minutes.
Two-time NBA champ, including 2020 with the LA Lakers and last year. 4 subs in, so it's Holmgren, or rather Hartenstein, Williams, Mitchell, Garrett McCain, and Casey Wallace checks in for the Thunder. Williams on the turn to the basket.
And this has always been a superpower for the Thunder, their ability to go 10, 11, 12 deep here.
Harrison Barnes and Luke Cornett came in as Wembanyama sat for the Spurs. Castle's 3 is off. Jalen Williams for OKC. Got it right back.
And you see they're going right at Cornett. Every time he's in the game, they put him in 2 actions already. Looking for the 2-on-1. Attacking the basket or the late pass, putting Cornett in action.
It is just such a different feel when Wembanyama's not out there because he's involved in everything. That handoff got thrown up, taken away. Mitchell going the other way. Leads for Williams.
What a beautiful, unselfish play there by Mitchell. Yes, he easily could have gone in for the layup, but why not dump it back to Williams, the guy who hasn't played in 3.5, 4 weeks, to kind of get his motor running.
Or he thought he was going to get it blocked, man. One or the other. He said, I'm going to look back.
Step back, Harper scored on the three. He's been short on those. Missed all three. Thunder with the lead. Jared McCain to the basket. Blake with the left hand.
And remember, Wisconsin is already using early timeout, is reluctant to use another one here.
Each team has to use one per quarter. Start using them up early. You don't have lead to stem a run, especially on the road. Hassel working his way inside, got the bang in the bucket. And Stephon Hassel cancels the three-point play.
Set up with the hop crossover by Castle. But watch the OKC Thunder blowing up the defense right there. Good drop-off pass by A.J. Mitchell. Looks over his shoulder, freezes Harper, drops it off to J-Dub. And then the quick left hand by McCain. That was an inside finish. Left hand on the right side. Got it to go.
Alex Caruso has 10. I was going to say Stephon Castle has 10, but he missed. Thunder first to 20. They lead by 1 despite being down 9 early. And Williams has scored 3 in a row. The motor is starting to run for J-Dub.
That's got to be a welcome sight for Coach Dagnall and this Thunder team. Again, he's been off pretty much a month with a hamstring injury.
Castle, bodied by Wallace, gets inside for 2.
What a start for Castle. This is very much like Game 6 versus Minnesota.
Such a good acquisition from the Sixers. Garrett McCain missed the 3. And Vassell the rebound. This feels like the knowledge and tempo is Game 6 of a tight series. This is quarter 1, Game 1. There ain't no feeling out going on here, guys. We are just going right at it.
We're seeing haymakers.
Yeah. Harper gets fouled. So we get Williams for a second. The team over the limit, also in the act of shooting. The rookie out of Rutgers, Dylan Harper, comes to the free throw line.
And what's interesting for this Thunder team, 2 early fouls for J-Dub, Jalen Williams. Those are irrelevant because Coach Dagnall and them, they can go deep here with 12 guys. Dylan Harper. What a rookie year for this young man. I know he got the starting nod tonight, but in terms of playoff points, he was tied with Naz Reid coming into tonight. Didn't know he was going to get the start because of the injury to Fox.
You can make the argument that his teammate Keldon Johnson was the 6th man of the year. He's been the 6th man of the playoffs thus far.
No doubt about it. It's so rare for a rookie to step up like this. He is not fazed by the pressure. He's hooping like he's in the backyard.
Like he did with his brother, Ron Jr., plays for the Celtics. Of course, their dad, Ron, 15 years in the NBA, 5-time NBA champion. Final minute 23 of a very entertaining first quarter. Easton Wallace.
And what I like about that, no hesitation by Wallace. Again, SGA, he shrinks the defense and finds Wallace for a wide open 3.
Wembanyama back in for the back end of this quarter. Oh, nice spin. Second time he got it back. And the Spurs tie this 1-25 with Wemby lurking inside.
That was pure athleticism. He went right over the top of Williams.
Both Jalen Williams in for the Thunder. And from the corner, it's Williams off on the 3. That's Jay Will. I hate to say the other because it's but one guy is an all-star. That Jay Will is not, but he's a darn good player.
And right now, SGA is guarding Wemby. He has to go on the post to take full advantage.
Williams switched on him, and Harper gets to the back. What an athletic finish around J-Dub at the rim.
How about the finish with his strong hand? That is special. Now here comes the double. This is what we saw the Lakers deploy in that series. Getting the ball out SG hands early.
Shot clock is off. Is it in the act or on the ground? Let's see. It'll be in the act. 2 shots coming.
Look at all the Spurs paying attention to Wallace. 2 contests. Great focus for him to knock down the three-pointer. But then watch Dylan Harper get to the basket, move it around, and put that English on it, Red. That's like the English you had, the English muffin you had for breakfast today.
Jalen Williams, 4th year out of Santa Clara. Injury plagued year. If you include the postseason with all the games he missed in the regular season, he's missed 55 games this year. The left hamstring is what took him out in Game 2 of the Phoenix series, out the balance of the playoffs. So he's missed the last 6 games. But felt like he was ready to go towards the end of that Lakers series, and then they get the extra week. Going in practice, they feel very confident that he's going to be able to be near peak performance.
And if there's any series that this Thunder team will need, it's this one because of his versatility defensively, being able to guard Wemby.
Final 2.5 seconds. Lost. Off in time for Wallace? No, not off in time. The quarter comes to an end. Caruso and Williams, 20 of the 27 for Oklahoma City, were tied after 1. In the Western Conference Final, where our coverage was presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
A big round of applause. Kiss Cam is brought to you by your friends at Love's. The fans you can fill up with Love's every home game. Don't forget you get 10 cents off gas and up to 25 cents on auto diesel every day with the Love's app. Scan the QR code and join Love's Rewards to start saving.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs presented by Google. Back in Oklahoma City, home of the NBA champion Thunder. I'll leave with the Spurs 27 apiece after 1. Tonight's aerial coverage is provided by our friends at Fly House. Anywhere you fly, ride, or walk in Oklahoma City, you see Thunder colors and encouragement for this team when you are in this town, Thunder Mania takes over. Let's look at the stars there in that first quarter. Rich, what was your headline from quarter number one?
Well, I think why the Spurs have been so successful this season versus the Thunder, low turnovers. They only averaged 13 on the season, 13 during the regular season. Already 5 in that first quarter. Way too many.
Checking into the game's Aaron Wiggins. Wallace off on the three-point shooting hasn't gone. What stood out for you in the first 12 minutes, Jamal?
Victor Wembanyama has to take full advantage inside. He has to go in there. He has somebody half the size guarding him. The further he is away from the basket, the better it is for the Thunder.
He's got 6 points, 6 boards. Caruso at 6'5", giving away nearly a foot inside. Keldon Johnson's three is an air ball. And SGA comes the other way.
Already 11 Thunder players have touched the floor in this game.
See the load up that SGA has in his sweet spots. Caruso. Rebound number 7 for Wemby.
Yeah, but this smaller lineup on the floor here, to your point, Jamal, Wemby has to be a little bit more dominant. They've got to find ways to get him the basketball so he can use that 7'4" frame.
If you can post up Julius Randle, you can post up anybody else at that point.
The rookie Carter Bryant checks in, hits the three. Both teams have gone cold from the outside. Wallace lost it for a second. Able to find Wiggins. Wembanyama the rebound. These teams have combined to go 6 of 25 from 3, as you see at the bottom of your screen. Our guy Reese, who runs the score, he's the best in the league. Not even close. He's way ahead of me. From the top, Johnson knocks down the three.
Huge. Keldon Johnson. And you see if he can regain and recapture some of that 6th man of the year magic like he had in Game 5 at home versus Minnesota.
Double jumper Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets fouled, as he does often. Will come to the free throw line.
Yes, I think this was supposed to be a switch here with Jay Will. Keldon Johnson here just knocks down a wide open 3 here.
He caught it, seamed it, Reds. Like he caught it, spun it in his hand. Did a Magic Charlie trick first.
It gives us Alexander, comes to the line more than 10 times per game in the postseason. His numbers down from the regular season, 31 points per game, which was second in the league. But as we watch in the Lakers series, Jamal, he didn't force anything. He let it all come to him and facilitate it.
And he doesn't fight the game. He's not saying because I'm the MVP, I have to score. He said, I'll do whatever it takes to win. He said A.J. Mitchell was probably the best player in that series.
Cam Penny from deep. Shot is long, pumps back out. He's got it. Reset to 14 on the clock. Such good defenders, quick feet all across the board both ways. The rookie Bryant hits the 3. He was the 14th overall pick in the draft out of Arizona.
And now he draws the toughest defensive assignment guarding SGA.
Right from the corner. Wiggins' shot is off. The City's 8 of 13 shooting 2s. The 3 of 14 from deep. Harper knocks down another 3, and Mark Dagnall will stop it here as the Spurs have gone on a nice run. Couple of 3-pointers hit by their rookies, Harper and Bryant back-to-back. The lead is 7.
We're trying to give away a big check worth $20,000 thanks to Mid-First Bank. Now I'm joined here with 2 very lucky contestants who were chosen at random to compete in tonight's Mid-First Bank shot contest. Can y'all make some noise for Lane in the blue jersey? He's competing against Luke Miller in the white jersey. Gentlemen, how you go to your free throw lines? We'll get this game started. They got 24 seconds on the shot clock. Winner is moving on to the half-court shot for the big money check. We'll get them started in 3, 2, 1, shoot.
Give me that money, 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 money. Give me that money, 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 money. Give me that money, 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 money. Give me that money, 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 money.
three. Make some noise for Luke.
One shot, one opportunity. Look.
I need that drum roll, please. Tonight could be your night, Luke, man. And it's, it was on the line. It looked good, man, but it wasn't quite close enough. That's all right, though. Hey, check this out. You hit the backboard and you won the free throw contest. We're going to hit you with $200 from Mid-First Bank. Make some noise for Lukeman and competing in tonight's Mid-First Bank shot contest. Now, Lukeman couldn't hit the shot, but I think Rumble the Bison can. What you think, O City?
Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. It's deep out of time, it's the feel of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor starts his way in the night. And these words he knows.
Time for the progressive game flow. Some of the best in terms of accomplishments, winning back-to-back championships and back-to-back MVPs. Bill Russell doing it 3 times at the turn of the 1960s. The great Michael Jordan doing it back-to-back in the 91 and 92 seasons. LeBron doing it in Miami in 2012 and 2013. Last year, SGA did it for the first time. Now he is officially the MVP. Can he repeat as an NBA champ and become the 4th to go back-to-back with the MVP trophy and the Larry O'Brien trophy in the same season? We've got a great chance here. 8-0 to get underway and do it. Of course, so Bill Russell will wear number 6. That's the last player to wear number 6. Jalen Williams, Jay Will, number 6, retired around the league. And this is the last of the 6s in the NBA. SGA sees 2 again, trying to get Wiggins free. They are ice cold from deep right now.
And that is 3 wide open looks Wiggins has had in that same corner.
Carter Bryant stays out there. A couple of rookies. Now the Spurs have advanced so quick. Why people sometimes say they are ahead of pace for being at this level in the West Finals. These rookies can play. Ripped out by Harper, and the number 6, Jay Will, gets the rebound.
It's like Gerald McClain getting ready to come in. I would assume he's coming in for Wiggins to be that guy in that corner over there.
Wallace off from 3. 3 of 16 from deep.
That's another reason why they were down 1-4 versus these Spurs. They had not shot the 3 ball very well in the 5 regular season matchups versus San Antonio.
Fouls on Caruso, his second, as Wembanyama went down.
Yeah, good call there.
Side out, we'll check in with Ashley.
Yeah, guys, I was listening in on that last time out, and Mitch Johnson with the Spurs was so vocal, ripping into the guys. He did not hold back, saying, set the screen, be physical, be tough. Said, it is the playoffs. That's what it's all about. When I talked to Devin Vassell this morning at shoot-around, he said he was expecting a different level of intensity, but he didn't realize just how much, and it is all about the physicality, and he knows that.
Ash, we were both here at their shoot-around this morning. Spurs were very confident. It was a great vibe. You just had a good feel about this team that even though they're coming to the defending champs, they feel like they've proven themselves in these first 2 rounds, especially taking out a Minnesota team with 3 huge wins in the 4 in that series. 6th man of the year, Keldon Johnson, missed Wembanyama right over the top of the outstretched Holmgren. And there's 8 in a row for the Spurs.
And you see the Spurs right now are attacking the basket and then just put it up on the rim. If Wemby's not going to post up, he can always get an offensive rebound, and Carter Bryant is picking up full court.
Caruso breaks the stride. They had missed their last 7 threes. But Caruso hits his 3rd in this first half.
Every single time the Thunder need a play made, offense, defense, Mr. Chaos makes it happen.
Wembanyama rolls to the bench.
Okay.
In one fell swoop. And a foul on Carter Bryant on the inbounds.
Jamal, did he even leave the floor on this dunk? As Mike mentioned, that was one swift motion when he caught the ball. Oh my goodness, already a double-double here in this first half for Wemby.
1.5. Caruso's out in the air. He wanted it up because he knew Wemby was trailing. Back the other way come the Spurs. Vassell, transition Bryant. Good job by the rookie to make it a calm half-court possession. Vassell and Wemby, 2-man game. They dance down the lane. It'll go the other way off San Antonio. Here comes Luke Cornett for Wemby. Not at the table in time. Wembanyama has played 14 minutes so far. Caruso again.
Right now, the Spurs are playing a game of chicken. They don't want Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to shoot shots. Anybody else beat us, and right now Caruso is doing that, knocking down three-pointer after three-pointer.
Castle around the traffic. Vassell over Caruso. Brad McCain gets the board. Look at Bryant. He was back there. He is in the way of everything. This rookie is right up at SGA, denying and defending. And help force the turnover.
Great hands, great defense there by the rookie Carter Bryant.
Dumps it out of the corner of the basket. And the Spurs have a 7-point edge.
Nice little brush screen there by Wemby to allow Johnson to get there.
Now he's pulled Wemby out, has Caruso. That is Bryant again. Man, is he defending. Staying in front of SGA. Caruso corner. Wemby flying out. Caruso went to get it. Kept alive. No. On the sideline was Castle.
Caruso is so tired right now. They've got to come in and get him, but his energy has been unbelievable here as he heads to the bench. And it was that play.
We have Spillage.
We do.
We have Spillage. We have a beer down. Beer down.
But look how he held on to it, though, right?
Nice.
And he's looking at it. I'm still good. There's still some in here.
Kept it nice.
Didn't even phase him.
Quickly, ball boy's out to take care of that with a towel. Mitchell, McCain, who can get the offense going for the Thunder. SGA went to the bench with Caruso. What a good defensive play. Kept alive. I gotta tell you, the efforts by Harper and Johnson and Bryant have been great in this first half. Tied up with Cornett, and should be over and back. It is not called. I guess they said McCain had a hand on it. Cornett inside, blocked by Hartenstein. Let's go back to that Wemby dunk from earlier.
In one motion, catches it, and immediately goes up with his left hand and finishes over 3 Thunder players. And look at this block. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful timing by Bryant.
Okay. Kept alive. Harrison Barnes has it. Missed it. Over the board. At Barnes. Chet trying to get going. Pitched it. McCain off on the 3. Cornett gets the rebound. Chet Holmgren has not taken a field goal attempt thus far in this one in 11 minutes of action. Dylan Harper doing a dance with the ball.
Well, I get the ball right back to him with Hartenstein guarded him.
No way to guard him right there. A good defense by Hartenstein. Way to be solid.
Williams back the other way. Holmgren trying to get going. Took a shot in the face of Cornett. Zach Sarver stepped in right away. Hartenstein was coming to defend his teammate as well. He and Cornett having a few words. Meantime, Holmgren remains down. And so they'll get everybody back to their benches. A hit up by the face, so certainly this will get reviewed and looked at for any intense, hostile act. The replay center will get involved. Looks like a play on the ball.
Yeah.
Ruling on the floor is a defensive foul
just...
on Cornette. The play is being reviewed to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
The follow through.
Unnecessary contact. You start looking through the criteria, the severity, legitimate basketball play, wind up, impact, and follow through. Mark Dagnall says, got to be something. Certainly as a foul, we'll see if it rises to the next level. As they look with the help of the replay center, and Carl Lean is back in New Jersey, helping these guys along. Jamal, give me a sense of Oklahoma City. Are you seeing rust with a team that's been off for a week and have only played really 8 games in a month?
You're seeing rust, but you're also seeing J-Dub coming back in the fold and working him back in. Right now, A.J. Mitchell doesn't have a field goal attempt, and he's been balling. Hardenstein did not like the foul by Cornette.
Cornette's probably saying, look, dude, you're going to do that at some point in this series as well.
1,000%.
This is game 1, and we're already getting it, right?
I can feel it. It really does.
Look, it looked like he was making a play on the ball, and he caught a little bit of the face of Chet, but it was a play on the ball.
Yeah, he hit the arm first.
Yeah, they're taking a long look at this. I think in today's game, if this was a regular season game, that probably would be upgraded to a flagrant 1.
Yeah, we're going to stay common foul with that, Rich. Come on, let's start.
After review, the initial contact by Cornette is to the arm of Holmgren. It then glances off the arm onto the chin. It does not rise to the level of a flagrant foul. Common foul stands.
That's the right call, right?
It is.
A great explanation. How about Chet Holmgren? No shots, no field goal attempts. Tried to get it on the prior possession and now gets to the free throw line.
Well, look at this. Chet is not even a field goal, and A.J. Mitchell, the second leading scorer on this Thunder team. So your second and third leading scorers during the playoffs haven't even shot the basketball, and we've got 4:26 left here in the second quarter.
And that's the rhythm you talk about, Mike. Like, it's rust, yes, but it's more rhythm because now a big piece in J-Dub is back, and they're featuring him. He's aggressive, looking great. But now those other guys got to get back in rhythm.
We saw Hartenstein come down there after the Cornette hit. This was earlier, and there was no call on this bit of contact, so they already had shared close quarters.
Well, that's a foul. That's a foul. So,
Chet's on the board.
Holmgren, no field goals. Mitchell, no field goals. And the playoff leading scorer is 1 of 4, only 4 points in FGA, and yet you're only down 5 at home.
Because Alex Caruso 16. Vassell rises up and hits. Scored 14 points a game in the regular season. He's been on this team for a while, 5 years. Finally getting a taste of the postseason. Remember, it's been a long wait for the Spurs to get back in. Williams back in. J-Dub off the glass. Trying to cause the contact there.
I am so impressed with the Spurs defense in this first half. Got numbers.
McCain the push. Williams through the lane. Nice finish.
What a way to test that hamstring.
And both teams did the same thing. They're playing to get fouled. Just play to score a basket, and then the foul will or would not be called. Good defense.
And on the turnover, another one by San Antonio. McCain, basket found. San Antonio, timeout. Fast break points are 12-0 Oklahoma City.
And Jared McCain, you talk about giving it up to J-Dub for the layup, but how about moving mountains? He just moved Cornette right out of the way. McCain off the bench here. 23-11 advantage OKC in terms of bench points.
happiness, and I know everything is shining, always gonna be gold. I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything is shining, always gonna be gold. I'll be fine once I get it.
Thunder fans, if you're using your banner correctly, it means you're gonna need a new one. So at halftime, be sure you stop by one of the replacement stations all around the concourse so you can be Thunder loud all 4 quarters. In the meantime, though, I need to hear those banners. You can be louder than that.
We got Spurs tonight. We have Spurs tomorrow in the Premier League. Desperation time. Threat of relegation is looming. Spurs must deliver against the crosstown rivals Chelsea. It's at Stamford Bridge tomorrow, 3:15 Eastern on Peacock and NBCSN. Spurs 2 clear of West Ham, and this is the game in hand that they have. So a huge game in the Premier League tomorrow. The San Antonio Spurs lead OKC by 3. 3:15 till halftime. Game 1 of this best-of-7 West Final. Kessler rimmed it out. Wembanyama couldn't reach to keep it alive. Jason Wallace and the Thunder the other way. The MVP, 104 from the field. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to get going.
And then at some point, if you're SGA, when do you start pressing a little bit too? Close to this game, does the MVP start to insert himself a little bit more?
Jalen Williams now defending Wembanyama. Going back down, the double comes. Wemby tries to beat it with that left hand.
Did the ball even touch his other hand? Rick?
No. No, it did not.
You know what I like? I like looking at you guys after Wemby makes a play. Look at each other in amazement.
You're seeing things you never saw before, Mike.
Williams trying to lose Harper. Draws 2. Great job by Champagny. Even better job by Mitchell to knock it back, but the Spurs keep it. On the attack, Kessler lost it, trying to get rid of Holmgren. 2-on-1, but it's Wemby who's the one. SGA drove in. Mitchell. The pull-up with Wembanyama lurking at the rim.
He wanted to go all the way.
Those are the attacks he got last round. He was getting all the way to the basket.
Yeah, but there wasn't a 7'4" guy there with a wingspan of 10'8". Okay, he's not 10'8", but it looks like it. Easy. This is easy money. Easy money.
That's what we talked about, right? He's so tall. Get closer to the basket. That's where domination comes. How does the OKC Thunder counter that?
Wallace dished it down. Williams had to come up with another idea.
They are scared to go into the paint.
Now the attack. All the way around, couldn't finish. Wallace gets it back. Holmgren. 3. Wallace off again. They are 5 of 21 from deep.
And Caruso has 4 of those 5.
Play is joined by Vassell for 3.
6-point swing. You were struggling from the 3 at one end, and Vassell just walks into a 3 right here. Double-digit lead now for the Spurs.
And the first double-digit deficit for OKC in the postseason. Holmgren changes that as he hits his first field goal attempt of this game.
Did Wimmy just try to do the Cornet protest right there?
Yeah, he did.
And now OKC switch up their matchup.
With Holmgren, the initial guard on Wembanyama. The guys are spent. They are exerting so much on every trip. Welcome to the Western Conference Finals. Amen. Wembanyama, turn, toss. Doesn't get the 2. Shot clock is off. And a foul in the backcourt on Harper. Spurs had 1 to give.
Victor Wembanyama, look at this. Puts the ball in his left hand and just shoots over the smaller defense. And this one was just give me all of that. What a first half here for the reigning defensive player of the year. 14 and 10.
Gilgeous Alexander trying to get going. 4 points. Williams on the attack. Stayed up. Moved it out. Holmgren couldn't take it back in. That is ruled no basket. Zach Jarvis says no basket. It was in his hand before he released it. We hit halftime. It's a 7-point game. They will take a look at it just to confirm that. Live call was in his hand, and it is the correct call. So it will be 51-44. A Spurs lead at the break as they outscore the Thunder by 7 in the second quarter. And here's Ashley.
All right, Savon, the defensive effort from you guys giving you so much momentum. What's been the X factor on that side of the ball?
That's our calling card. That's what gets our engine running. When we get stopped, we get on a run. I think we're the best team in the world. So we got to keep holding down on that end, and I think we'll be fine.
The turnovers for you guys, fast break points for them. How do you keep them out of transition?
We're making it tough for them in the half court. We gave them a lot of fast break points. I think when we take care of the ball, we'll have an even bigger lead right now. So we're going to try to clean that up in the second half.
Thank you. Best of luck the next half. Guys.
Ashley, great stuff. Thank you. St. Gilgeous Alexander held to 4. Fewest in the first half of a playoff game for him since 2020. American Express at the half. Maria, Mello, and T-Mac join us from Oklahoma City. Coming up after this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment tonight, the Thunder are proud to welcome an international performer known for his precision, balance, and nerves of steel. Please put your hands together and help me welcome the amazing Owen Sanchez.
It's the only NBA playoff game in town on this Wednesday night, and it is a biggie. Game 5 in a 2-2 series. We welcome you to NBA Tip-Off presented by AT&T. Studio J here in Atlanta. It's the Inside the NBA crew, along with Shaq and Kenny and Chuck, Ernie Johnson. Thanks a lot for being with us tonight. Looking forward to this because this is a huge game in a 2-2 series. What?
This guy's over there chewing on something. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? All right, I'm not doing that. I'm paying attention like I always do. Man. You know we have a million cameras. We'll get it in the break. I'm not doing nothing. We'll get it in the break.
So you know what I think about when I think of the Cavs and Pistons Game 5 in Detroit?
What's that?
2007. Remember 2007? Oh, remember 25 straight points by LeBron James.
That's
29 of their last 30.
That's probably the best performance I've ever seen in person. Well, second first for me. Which one? I was on the court with Green when he gave it to David Robinson. This was incredible. That was something different too.
Yeah, but this was. Because you were still playing at the time, but the three of us were sitting here, and when I saw you guys with your jaws on the floor, I knew we were watching something
As a spectator, that was the best I've ever seen. And I was sitting here saying, feel free to take the ball out of his hands. They tried. You got to get, he shot the ball, he scored 29 straight points. No, but he was running away from the double team, shooting fadeaways.
Kenny always says that this is the moment in the season where you make a name for yourself. He came in the chosen one. He was playing great, but that performance right there kind of propelled him to his greatness. He was letting people know, hey, I'm here. I know there's Kobe and D Wade and all these guys, but my name is LeBron James, and this is what I could do.
Yeah, he was like 22 years old.
Yeah. And before that, he was still offensively passive at times, and so. That was the first time where he just said, I think, and that I can remember, he was like, no, and as a pro, I'm going to take over the offensive load. I'm not going to let us lose tonight. That was beautiful to watch. And
they won in double overtime.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was a privilege to be there.
And that was 19 years ago. That was then, and this is now.
Well, you got to be retired by now.
Far from it. Who knows? The difference in Game 4 in Cleveland was a span of 5 minutes and 46 seconds to start the second half. The Cavs went on a 22-0 run, 15 of those by Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland remained perfect at home, 6-0, but they're 0-5 on the road, while the Pistons have won the last 5 in their gym. Here's what they're saying heading into Game 5.
Not trying to get you caught up in anything, but 12 free throw attempts.
It's unacceptable. It is. We didn't do enough, obviously, to help ourselves, but there's no way that one guy on their team shoots more free throws than our team. We're not a settle team. We're not a jump shooting team. It's frustrating, since Kenny made his comments publicly about, us. The whistles changed in this series.
It's just a different story, 2-2. I know Game 5 is going to be tough and it's in their place, but I think we made a stand, winning these 2 games. I think we figured some stuff out, especially offensively, so I think that gives us confidence going in there.
I think our starters had been great to start the games and start the halves, particularly in the defensive end. That's what led to easy opportunities, whether it's threes or layups. Rewarding our bigs, and so when we can get on the same page and get off to great starts like that to start the game or half, it's a different ball club. Will we have turnovers? 3. It's definitely sustainable. We got work to do, but I think we found some. We capitalized off Game 3, and we got to be even better going into Game 5 on the road.
We're still learning, and that's the tough part about it. And this is a new environment for us, being in the second round, understanding what it takes to win at this level in this round for the first time. And I think we learned, from the Orlando series what it's like to be down and the amount of urgency you have to play with. But now you're on the other side of it, and so now you're learning, how you have to slow that opponent who's playing with that type of urgency.
Modelo, fight for victory. When you go back to the waning seconds of the first half, it was a 24-0 run, 22-0 to start the second half at the last bucket of the first half, and you see the damage done there, and Mitchell and Harden scoring or assisting on every point of that 24-0 run. Donovan Mitchell, Shaq had 4 points at halftime of that game, and then look out.
I don't know who he talked to, but whoever he talked to, make sure you call him again. This is the Donovan
Maybe he
Mitchell.
talked to himself.
Well, yeah, maybe he did, but this is the Donovan Mitchell I've been looking for. You know, when you talk about championship caliber teams, you either have one or two guys, and they have two guys that they have to be explosive. Now, my question to them is, can you do it again? And can you do it again and again and again and get to the finals and possibly win the championship? They've been a little bit too up and down for me, but hey, 39 or 43 in the second half and 43 points, that's what I'm talking about, Donovan Mitchell. Now, you want to propel your team to the next level, can you do it again? I need a big night from both of them if they want to move on.
Yeah, so he matches the NBA record for points.
Sleepy!
With Sleepy Floyd, 39.
Pass the ball, Sleepy.
And Chuck, pass the ball yourself. You had 38.
Damn. Well, they made me mad.
Yeah, exactly. I know about
They made me mad. They wouldn't double me, and they made a commercial about me getting dunked on by Chris Webber. I'd teach him.
We will have more on Sleepy Floyd, as a matter of fact.
Come on, Chris Gallen.
Come on, Chris Gallen.
Too little, Chris Gallen.
Too little?
Too little.
Size.
Oh, hey, Chris, do not bag up on me.
No.
Thank you, Kenny. Do not be bagging up.
Stop it.
Chris Webber.
Oh, Chris.
Come on, Chris. You should have made that commercial. Oh, little Byron Houston.
That's little Walker. That little Walker.
Come on, man. Hey, you shooting people?
Hey.
You shooting people in the stands?
Can't do that.
You shooting people in the stands. That was a time when you could do that, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ernie, you know what's fascinating about this series?
Tell me what's fascinating. Sometimes. But
Hey, Tim, do me a favor. Just sit at home and watch. Shut the hell up.
it's all right, Tim. I appreciate
Tim
it.
Ziegler. This is a fascinating series because you have no idea who's going to show up. Like, if you look at Detroit, it's been Cade and Tobias. Then Paul Reed came in and gave him something. LeVert gave him something, but the rest of the guys haven't showed up. The Cavs, Donovan finally had a superstar game. James has been inconsistent. The big guy's been inconsistent. Like, you have no idea. That's got to be frustrating as a coach, not to know exactly what's going to happen going into a game. Like, I assumed that Donovan and James were going to play great. I assumed that. But if they take care of the ball, they can get a good shot every time. I think they need to get in their offense sooner. I think the same thing with Detroit. Both of these teams be milking the shot clock like they ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, which it drives me crazy. Get into your offense way sooner, because this is just a heck of a shot. But it's still 5 seconds to go, and that's a hero shot. But I love to see them get in there. Duran has been so disappointing. I love that kid, but he's been so disappointed in the playoffs in general. Tobias Harris has been great, and Cade's been great. Who's going to show up for Detroit is the question. Who's going to show up for Cleveland?
And they had 3 guys questionable on the injury report, the Pistons. Duncan Robinson questionable. His low back is bothering him. Karis LeVert, who had the 24 off the bench the other day, also questionable as we approach game time.
Well, that's not even a good question.
No.
Yeah, well, you got to play, man. You got to get shot. You either got to get that DMSO. That stuff they put on horses.
They don't use that stuff no more.
It's called illegal. It's not illegal.
It's illegal.
I just had some. I'm doing.
You ain't playing no more. You ain't playing anyway.
Hey, listen.
That's called.
I could barely walk sometime. When that doctor stuck that DMSO in there, I was out there like a spring chicken.
No, that blue pill is
like a thoroughbred.
Yeah, like a thoroughbred.
Yeah, you were using blue pills.
What's jumped out at you about this?
The overall, the expectation that Donovan could do what he did the other day is, I think, unrealistic.
Why?
Because only one person in the history of the game has done it, and he now only the second. It's not like it's a normal occurrence to get 39 and a half.
Okay, but
getting 40 isn't,
No, but getting 40 in the playoffs is very difficult.
Oh, stop. It's been done before.
Well,
very difficult.
To piggyback on Kenny's point, he don't have to get 30 and a half. That's bigger. But Donovan should be getting 25 a night.
There you go. 25. If he puts the pressure on it, but everything for
Cleveland.
He should
never have a 4-point half.
But the pressure for Cleveland is all turning the basketball over.
But Kenny, you saying
when they don't turn it over, Shaq, they're fine.
Okay, but you're saying he should average 25. That's easy for Don. I want him to dominate. Don't give me what you give me in the regular season. Dominate. He dominated the second half the other day, and the outcome was they won.
Let me give you a little nugget
That's what I need.
about Donovan Mitchell. Since he came in the league in 2018.
Okay.
All right. 36 playoff games of at least 30 points. Nobody has more than Donovan Mitchell.
Thank you.
Now, can we get to you brought it up, Chuck, but Shaq, I want to hear your thoughts on Jalen Duren. Because here's a guy in this playoff series. His scoring numbers are down 9 from the regular season and 2 fewer rebounds per game. When you look at this game, there has to be a breakthrough from this guy for Detroit.
You know, his game was a little bit one-dimensional to me. You know, throughout the season, gets his points by the drop-offs right there. Right here, he had, a strong move, but he hasn't been doing that a lot. So, if you take the drop-off away, you rotate quickly, that will take his game away. Chuck has said this many times during the offseason, he's going to have to work on his offensive game because, when defenses, take these little shots away, what else can you do? And, playoffs is a time where you must adjust so you can get your game off 19 to 10. That's not going to get it done. So, he either needs to play harder or will himself to, get those easy baskets that he used to getting. But I have to agree with Chuck. He's not really playing well at all.
There were only 6 times this year, and he played 70 games where he scored in single digits. So it's happened 5 times in 11 games in the playoffs.
When you're in the playoffs, Ernie, you're playing against the best.
Right.
Kenny and Shaq know this. The scouting report is like the real deal. This summer, he's going to get in the gym and learn how to score, work on his game, because his whole game is offensive rebound and a lob dunk from Cade. He's not getting those. So that's really hurting him. But his rebounding, he should never have 2 rebounds, ever. I mean, that's 2 more than a dead person. Come on, man. You can't ever have 2 rebounds. But he's a young kid. He's going to have to get in the gym, work on a 12 to 15-foot jumper or something like that. But he's too good a player. He's an all-star.
Yeah, but, his number, the last 2 games of the regular season when they played the Cavs the last 2 times, he had 33 and 16 one night, 24 and 14 in the last meeting between these teams.
He usually has been, until the playoffs, the most athletic player on the floor. So at his position. So he is an effort player. So tip-ins, rim runs, lobs, corner dunker spot dunks. So in the playoffs, those aren't available as often. And so
Thunder 44, MVP held in check, Wembanyama 14 and 10. The big question about Jalen Williams coming off the left hamstring injury. They're working the right hamstring, trying to keep that loose as well. Remember, that kept him out for 30 games in January. Missed 19 games early in the season off the wrist surgery at the end of the year. But Williams will start here in the second half. Mike Tirico, Jamal Crawford, Reggie Miller. You see that Williams and Caruso really did most of the work for the Thunder. Jamal, I'll start with you. Where does it get better for OKC offensively in the second half?
They start getting SGA in space. They start getting him driving lane because right now the Spurs are saying, you know what? We know SGA can beat us. You other guys have to make baskets. It feels like Caruso and the rest are by design by them scoring.
Also, too, it helped if Chet Holmgren entered the chat here. We are in the Western Conference Finals. The other All-Star has to show up.
Chet out of the chat with only 1 field goal attempt. Good defense again by the Spurs. An initial possession turnover. It's Harper to the basket, continuing his strong play, and the lead is gone.
Red, those are the steals you see OKC use before teams.
Yeah.
That's happening to them right now.
Gilgeous Alexander got to his favorite spot in the mid-range, missed it. Right back the other way. Harper's trying to load up for a pass. He lost it. But the Spurs keep it with plenty of time. Castle working at SGA. Ball moves nice. Settle off on the 3. Kept alive again. Harper got bumped. Penny to catch. Still 8 to shoot. Castle will launch. Rebound by Cason Wallace, who begins this second half. Isaiah Hartenstein did not start the second half for the Thunder.
This is what the Thunder did last year in the finals versus Indiana when they decided to go small as Jay Dub here with the potential 3-point play. They put Cason Wallace in that starting lineup, sitting Isaiah.
And again, we saw him stretching that right hamstring. How about the move here by J-Dub? Him and Caruso have been the silver lining in terms of the offense here for the Thunder.
He'll go for the three-point play. We'll check in with Sora, who's covering the Thunder.
Well, guys, walking back to the court with Coach Daignault, he told me we obviously didn't play well in that first half. We didn't shoot it great. He said our defense kept us in this game. He said shooting it like that, Shea only having 4 points and only being down 7 at the half, they feel like things are pretty good, all things considered, of course.
And he told us he knew that there was the week off. He wasn't going to panic early on when he saw things. There are a lot of options he can get to with lineups, etc. The Spurs team gives you little margin for error. Ball moves. Vassell misses. Holmgren the rebound for OKC.
I would like to see Castle take that shot. I like the on this play trying to get Vassell going. He's got to take that shot as well.
SGA through 2. Holmgren free for 3.
There we go. That's what you asked for, Red. Welcome. Still now, you're an all-star for a reason. Put your fingerprints on this.
36% shooter from deep on the season. Similar in the postseason. Castle with Holmgren at the rim. Let him go down and hit 2.
Those are the same fundamentals you teach the kids. Teach them 2 feet, jump stop, up fake. Good finish right there by Castle.
All right, screen by Holmgren on Wembanyama. Allows the free goal for Cason Wallace, the third-year player. Grew up in Dallas, going up against his home state team. Wemby, pulling pad, Campenny. Was not a great place to catch and shoot. Got to reload it. Thunder can tie. Dort to even it. Lou Dort has been off all night. 0 for 4 from deep. Five to two, Gilgeous Alexander up a cell, step back. 107 from the field.
He is seeing bodies every time he gets to that mid-range, Jamal. Seeing 2 black jerseys.
Well, they're just messing with his rhythm right now. They usually does everything on his terms. As Champagne gets the easy layup to go. But right now, he's reacting to the defense they're showing him.
Can they set more screens to give him some space, guys?
Well, here, look right here. They're getting the ball right out of his hands even before he gets to half court. And now you just front him.
You saw that push right there.
Harper getting in his jersey, getting under his skin. Wembanyama there as well. Other guys got to carry it. Williams the pitch. Now he's free for 3.
Sometimes getting off the ball has energy. It will find you like it did right there. Potential steal right here.
Violation. Could be an 8-second violation.
And that's all Cason Wallace. Top 5 in steals during the regular season, and he has continued to be aggressive here in the playoffs.
And that's part of, look at that right there. Cason Wallace is on him like Invisalign on a pair of crooked teeth right now playing defense.
You've been sitting on that one?
Yes.
That's great. Well done, Jamal. Thunder could tie or take the lead. 4 minutes into the third. What a game 1 this is. SBA step back for 3 in the lead. Rebound court. He'll take it. He'll give him the lead. Timeout, San Antonio.
And Mitch Johnson is livid with the rookie, Jalen Harper. Talking about boxing out. And right now, the momentum seems to be shifting towards the Thunder here. Offensive rebound, 14-6 in this quarter alone for OKC. Lou Dort finally sees a 3 go in.
Let's say that we actually do land on this. What's it going to be like up there?
200 degrees in sunlight, minus 200 in the shade, canyons of razor-sharp rock, unpredictable gravitational conditions.
Don't miss a playoff moment with the NBA app. Tap to watch games, check out both conference finals matchups, go behind the scene in the Moments tab. Download the app now. Thunder climb back to take a 1-point lead. Here's what happened before that timeout.
And gentlemen, when you get down to the Final Four in the NBA, every possession, every loose ball, every long rebound matters. Dylan Harper, you've got to make multiple plays here, young man. He's slow to close out to Lou Dort. Big three, and Mitch Johnson is not happy. Multiple efforts you have to have here. And this is a lot like, you know who, Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich would have done the same thing in this situation.
Ashley Shamedy covering the Spurs.
Guys, not a happy timeout. Mitch Johnson, as you saw, not pleased, but after he said his piece, especially to the young guy Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox helped calm the storm, really talking to Harper. He has been a mentor for him all season long.
Wembanyama at the rim there, actually fouled as he tries to throw it down. And he'll come to the free throw line. If you are joining us late, De'Aaron Fox, the veteran, the steady head on this team, ankle injury could not go here in game one.
And that's the Spurs adjustment. Get Wembanyama closer to the basket. Easy money for him. He can get wherever he wants. He needs to catch the ball close to the basket and dominate inside.
Free throws 3 and 4 on the night for Victor. Calmly knocks it down. Great scene here. Sure to be a great scene tomorrow night at Madison Square Garden. Game one of the East Finals with the Knicks and the Cavaliers, the 1 and 2 seeds here in the West, the 3 and 4 in the East. Our friends on ESPN will have that at 8 Eastern Time. Mike Green, Richard Jefferson, Tim Legler, Lisa Salters, their whole crew. Looking forward to our off nights. We get to sit back and watch our friends go to work.
And you know they're watching this series because they're in the same class as OKC. They've been off for a while, so they saw how the Thunder started tonight.
You talking about the Knicks? Or you talking about Green and those guys?
No,
okay.
no, they're not listening.
I'm looking at you like, what are you talking about?
No, the Knicks are looking at how OKC started. I don't care about Richard Jefferson or Tim Legler. I do like Mike Green.
Yeah, you better care about Mike Green now. That's the goal. That's the goal.
Can't wait to watch their crew on our off nights here. 1-point lead for the Spurs. 7:10 to go here. Look at Holmgren and Wemby fight. You know they want to go head to head. 1 and 2 in the Defensive Player of the Year this year. Yeah, to Bryant. One more. Champagnie. Knock it down. A 3.
Sharing is caring. Great, outstanding ball movement there by the Spurs.
5-4. They're not letting NBA get to the spots where he excels. Wemby's presence. Business decision by Cason Wallace. Clock at 5. Gilgeous Alexander. Through 2. Holmgren from deep. Short.
That was blocked by Champagnie.
And give credit to the Spurs defense. That was even a late double team where they had no time.
As TA tied up Castle, but Zach Zarba says it was a foul.
Look, guys, the Thunder cannot, will not attack the paint when Wemby's in there. He's just switching off on everyone. Cason Wallace looked like he had a layup, and what you say, business decision. Let me take it on back out. Everything is a 3 or a very tough mid-range because of number 1 in black. But now it changes because here comes Cornette onto the floor, and watch how aggressive the Thunder will be now.
But do you see more zone now, Reg, because Victor Wembanyama's off the court, and they know they're going to put Cornette in action. They're going to go to the paint. They're going to get the things they want to do every single night, and that's what makes the Thunder the Thunder. They keep attacking you and breaking you down.
Multiple subs come in. Keldon Johnson comes in for San Antonio. Darren McCain comes in for the Thunder.
And I like them bringing back Isaiah Hartenstein to match up with Luke Cornette.
They're putting it right back.
Thunder grab the lead. Spurs score 7 in a row. Baseline skip Caruso. McCain, Castle, giving him no room to operate. Hot in the first half. Caruso feed. Hartenstein met on the way up, but he was fouled. And Isaiah will come to the line. Wembanyama on the way out.
Protect the paint at all costs. That's what he's telling Luke Cornette right there. They're going to put you in action at the end of the day. Get to the rim.
And Russ right here, those are the playoff type of fouls you have to take. You cannot let him get a basket or an and one opportunity and the bench of the Spurs approve. De'Aaron Fox, Fizz, they stand up and say, those are the fouls you got to take. You have to have that urgency at this level, at this stage.
I like Coach Dagnall now. Now you have on the floor a bunch of shooters surrounding SGA now on the perimeter.
Awesome chess match, back and forth. Deep rosters, got a lot of cards they can play. Clock at 7, zoning up a little bit here. Castle travel.
Kukoc, Mr. Chaos right there. Fresh off the bench here. Causing all kinds of havoc here. Dylan Harper off the bench now for the Spurs.
San Antonio has turned it over 10 times in this game. Castle has had his 6th of those 10.
Mitchell can kind of get going offensively here.
Let's find McCain for the corner. That shot is so pure. He gets space. He's going to knock it down.
What a chess move. That's why you put McCain out there. Surround him around SGA.
And SGA is hounding Bryant like Bryant hounded him in the first half. Giving him no space. Keldon Johnson has to come get him. SGA back on the defense again. Johnson, baseline. What defense by the Thunder? Fans love it.
And the Spurs did not start their offense inside the three-point line until 8 seconds left in the shot clock. The Thunder were so disruptive. Making catches hard. They understand what it's like to be at this level.
These are two exceptional defensive teams in defensive rating. Oklahoma City was number 1. San Antonio, number 3 this year. McCain, Champagne gave him no space. And the quick hands of Harper taken away. Dylan Harper basket down. Lefty finish for 2.
He is so smooth in the open court, Jamal. Quick timeout here by Coach Dagnall and the Thunder.
These timeouts are nice. Just catch your breath for a minute. Man, this is fun. Spurs by 3.
Thunder fans here to add to the energy and amplify the sound. I need you to give
postseason is presented by Consort Mutual. So great to have the WNBA back on NBC and Peacock Sunday at 3 Eastern. We have the Wings and Paige Beckers, who had 19 points in a win tonight, taking on the Liberty. Stewie. So it's the Wings and the Liberty, 3 Eastern, the WNBA on NBC, also streaming on Peacock. Key matchup is brought to you by Hyundai. You go back to 2021, 5 years ago, the U19 World Cup. Chet Holmgren for Team USA. Victor Wembanyama, look at distraught Wemby, then 17-year-old was, as Holmgren and the U.S. team won the title. Now here they are out in the West, 1 and 2 in the Rookie of the Year. Remember, Holmgren sitting out the first year, so the Rookie of the Year battle was in the same year. 1 and 2 Defensive Player of the Year. And the matchup has a little spice to it, boys.
Jamal, this is where the rivalry was born. Right here.
Started, huh? And you could see almost the disgust in Wemby's face losing that game.
Now, when they've gone together this year, look at these missed Holmgren free throws.
Oh, he's taking great joy in his demise from the free throw line.
Haven't seen many free throws from Chet yet. We'll keep an eye on that during the series. Williams inside, no. Hartenstein couldn't squeeze. He and Cornette down. 4-on-4 the other way. Harper, secondary. Step through for 2.
Reg, we always talk about big guards.
Yes.
Him being 6'6", he actually plays bigger when he gets in the paint. That's when he uses that size to his advantage.
A.J. Mitchell snakes his way to find space.
Remember, this is the second leading scorer during the playoffs. A.J. Mitchell at 19 points. That is his first bucket of the game.
But he's starting here, started there. He's coming off the bench tonight. 13 minutes. There's Johnson inside, got hit on the arm, on the shot. John Goebel has the foul on Hartenstein for the first time tonight.
Watch Dylan Harper's eyes right there, engaged, knowing exactly where he wants to go. Watching Williams, but he put Mitchell to sleep to get to his spot with a nice step through.
More importantly, get back to his strong
yes.
hand.
One more for Johnson. Even given the physical nature and the good defense so far, nobody has more than 2 personal fouls. So foul trouble likely not to factor into this one. Just under 16 minutes left in regulation. This game 1 of this best of 7 back here Wednesday night for game 2. Both this series in the East will go alternating nights, so every night you'll have a conference final game coming up here for the next week and a half, maybe 2. Mitchell probes, turned away. So try again. He cuts the rim by Vassell along with Cornette.
Maybe he Mitchell to go on one of his scoring first that he's been going on these playoffs.
Carter Bryant, a couple of rookies out there for the Spurs. Done it all regular season. That's 62-20 regular season. It was a great run down the stretch. Anthony Hartenstein helped knock it away. Mitchell's fouled with the backcourt by Vassell.
12 turnovers now for 18 Thunder points. Remember, they only, during the regular season, Spurs averaged 13 turnovers during the game, already at 12. That was, again, one of the huge reasons why they were 4-1 versus the champs this year. Low turnovers. But it really hasn't hurt them. I know they have 18 points off their turnovers, but they're still up 5 here. What a pass.
Williams to finish.
But to your point, Reds, no turnovers, but you're missing De'Aaron Fox, your starting point guard, so you figure more turnovers will be there. Great pass right there.
Body contact. There's Castle stumble, and the foul is called on Lou Dort. The good Thunder defender has 2.
Great setup here, Jamal, on the back cut there by J-Dub.
An uphill step. Got him to get out of position.
I like how you use the word uphill.
He went, uphill. Frankie D.
It's uphill. Go uphill towards the rim.
You hear that other term,
right?
Downhill a lot.
Yeah. We got to remix it.
The opposite. I'm saying, Gildas Alexander back in. 2 of 9 from the field, 7 points. Thunder are minus 11 in this game with him on the floor. There's the post with Wemby, the quick spin, the contact and the foul. Jay Will and Jay Dub. Both Jalen Williams were there. And it will be on Jay Will.
So you have the smaller Jay Dub guarding him. Spin moves off of him into Jay Will. Good hard foul there.
It's the all-time double. Not only you're doubling with the same guy. You know, we like both coaches. They're both a pleasure to deal with. Have done a wonderful job. But on behalf of the play-by-play announcers around the league, a thank you to Mark Dagnall, who only played both Jay Will and Jay Dub together for 79 minutes this year. Sadly, I think we may have to pay for it in this series because of the defensive presence.
Well, a lot of that had to do with Jay Dub only playing 33 games.
I'm trying to be nice to the guy.
Nice, Fred.
Come on, we got to deal with him for 2 weeks. Give him a flower. My goodness. Wembanyama 5 of 5 at the line.
Announcers, that was all you like. Announcers, jinx.
Just report facts. They shoot.
Just facts.
Spurs by 4. Jay Williams to the basket. Couldn't finish again. Wembanyama lurking. The releases are so different. Wemby running the floor. Wants it. Has it. Vassell. Wembanyama gets back up. Gets the board. He wants to score. Forcing that one. He got it back. And he's fouled.
This dude has an endless motor. I mean, he is absolutely loving the competition. Little quick spin move on Jay Will. Shoots it off the back, but stays active, right? The ball finds you. Now he's headed back to the free throw line for free throws 7 and 8. He's kind of looking over there at the bench, too. He's wondering, where are the bigs? Where's Hartenstein? Where's Chet?
He has 7 offensive rebounds.
But he's going to the paint now, Reg. He's getting closer.
See, we go to Oklahoma City, game 2, and then we go to San Antonio, I should say, for games 3 and 4, Friday and Sunday. And no doubt at the Frostbank Center, with the same kind of scene that we have here. 2 teams separated by about a 7-hour drive. On I-35, 460 miles separate the 2 arenas. Spurs have led most of the way. They're up a half dozen. Approaching 2 minutes in the third. Johnson now, another body on SGA. Giving him no space. McCain, late clock. Oh, my God. Over there with it. Spurs ball.
That was a block on the putback by Jay Dub.
Wow. And he would have jumped on anybody else, Reg.
What a replay, guys. Great look. Vassell pulls up and hits.
Oh, he gives Eric McCain the too little look.
About 2.5 inches taller. 8-point Spurs lead. After the Thunder climb back to lead by 1 in this quarter. Gildas Alexander step back. Slices down a 3.
Yeah, he personally needed that. It's been a struggle fest all game for SGA. 3 of 10 from the field, and he just reached double figures.
That's a guy who scores 20 every single night. Dort physical with Wembanyama, foul call.
Right here, this is OKC's adjustment. They're trying to get more space. They sent 2 guys to the corner when SGA has the ball to flatten out the defense. In the next set, Shea goes to his patented left step back. He usually saves that shot for the second half. Keeps you off balance.
The foul on Dort. He's the first player with 3 in the game. Free throws 7 and 8 in this third quarter for Wembanyama. Caruso and Champagny come in for their respective teams. The foul by Dort.
Look, Dort's giving up so much height here. Just trying to be physical with Wemby.
That last part. That last part's why they called it. The early stuff they didn't call.
Somewhere, Giannis Antetokounmpo is saying, wait a minute. Every time Wemby goes to the free throw line, it's very close and borderline to 10 seconds.
Pick that up if we were watching the last series back. That was Wemby's 10th free throw. The Thunder, as a team, have 9. Final minute, third quarter. Williams on a push. Threw it away. Turned it over. Harper was waiting. Penny sees Wembanyama. The two small guys goes up to Castle. A reverse of what they normally do. Harper, a three. Hey, Castle crashes the glass out off him. He's asking to challenge. The backbench looks. The ball's in play.
This is a bigger 40 seconds for the Spurs because the Thunder, we know they're going to be in the fourth quarter. You have to steal this round if you're the Spurs.
Caruso. Big three.
The Thunder are going to make a run. You know it. And Caruso has been there all night.
And throwing it to 2 for 1. Quick three here, and you get one last possession if you can secure the rebound.
Castle. Pass in the corner. Vassell. Got the three. Huge three by Devin Vassell.
But better find by Stephon Castle.
I know he saw him over there.
Final 5. SGA gets double, gives it up. Caruso will take it again. Rimmed it out. Quarter ends. And we go to the fourth quarter. The lead is the same it was after 3. Spurs by 7. You're watching the Western Conference Finals. Our coverage presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Tonight's Thunder Tag winner is Myra Baker from Clinton, Oklahoma. Congratulations. You won a $150 Thunder Shop gift card. And you can enter one exclusive prizes in each Thunder home game with the Thunder Tag located right there in your seat or on the screen.
Bring that bat like a boom, 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 boom.
Listen, Oklahoma City, fourth quarter has got to be different. Louder, prouder, and with all the energy you got. So let's set the tone. Let's get prepared to right wing. I want to cut the lights. And then you see Rumble, pull out the cell phones, turn on the flashlights. Let's light up the entire Paycom Center. And let's take it to the next level. I want to see those Tesla coils.
It's been about the Wemby effect. This is what the Thunder are looking at. Every time they get into the paint, the contest, shooting over length. J-Dub thinks he has a wide open layup. Wemby changes everything once he's on the floor, Mike.
If you look at the Google game stats, when Wemby's been on the floor, there's the field goal percentage. So much better when he's been off the floor. To take advantage time has worked for the Thunder. Both teams scored 29 points in that third quarter. Spurs maintain the 7-point edge as we begin quarter 4 of game 1. Keldon Johnson, lane crowded. Wembanyama has Holmgren guarded. Face, go at him. Twist, nothing. Holmgren stands his ground. Got his foot stepped on. Back the other way come the Thunder. Mitchell thought about a 3. Good transition deep on the Spurs. Holmgren, sideline, turnover, Spurs ball. Spurs gets stepped on. And then he stepped on the sideline on the other side. Nice climb by Castle all the way across for the 3 from Keldon Johnson, the 6th man of the year.
That's twice Castle with these cross-court passes has found his shooters in rhythm.
It's the why, though. Victor Wembanyama is rolling as Mitchell knocks down the long 2. Victor Wembanyama is rolling in the paint, causing the weak side defense to help, allowing that shooter to be open.
Wolves out, take a deep 3 with Caruso coming out. Not a great shot. Back the other way come the Thunder. Score and a stop. SGA trying to get a score here. 3 of 11 from the field. MVP stuck on 10. He hasn't scored 20 in every playoff game. That's a regular season only number.
It's going to be offensive foul on Wemby. Looks like he's shoved SGA down. Oh, no, they called it on Vassell.
Correct. There you go. Vassell on the bump. Gilgeous Alexander, who's low in the playoffs, 18. That NBA record, 140 consecutive 20-plus point games in the regular season. Sees every black shirt fade his way. So the weak side tries to do it. Mason Wallace. Knocked away by Vassell. Got it back. In the corner, Caruso. Harper knew it was going there and took it away.
That's the third time Harper almost playing Deion Sanders. 3 safeties coming up with the steal here.
Harper. Wemby. Sees 2. Nowhere to spin. Finds a spot. Over Holmgren to score.
Says who?
How about the patience, right? Looks right, looks left.
But right now, the Spurs are keeping the Thunder out of rhythm. They're making it hard on SGA, causing someone else to make a play.
Carter Bryant is making it hard on SGA. Oh, man.
Gilgeous Alexander draws the foul.
Played great defense for 17 seconds there. And then got caught with the pump fake. Look at this. Big body, active hands. They send a body, stay on the floor. And Dylan Harper here. Again, beautiful steal here. Goes left, spins back right into the chest of Chet.
You mentioned playing free safety. The defense has been so impressive tonight for the Spurs. While we have a second, Zora on the Thunder.
Well, guys, just an observation from tonight. I've been in all the Thunder huddles, and I haven't seen Coach pull SGA aside or anything. And you remember when he told us you would be amazed at how little he coaches Shea. Even on a night like tonight, just got in double figures, and Coach said, I try to be there when he needs me, but not more than that.
Zora, you were the one who had the report earlier in these playoffs about how he'll just let guys feel empowered in practice, taking all the shots. And he doesn't ball dominate in those spots. When he's ready, The moment comes. Whippy with the flush on the finish. He just guides the ball in on the feed from Vassell. It is 10 again. Equals the largest deficit the Thunder have had in these playoffs. Caruso.
Where would they be without Mr. Chaos?
I'm sorry. 22 points off the bench here for Caruso. He is 6 of 10 from distance.
And they're putting him on SGA's wrong side so you can see him. They're taking an overhelp.
Castle, no. Back the other way, Mitchell in transition. SGA secondary. Caruso already on a career playoff high. Gets it to Gilgeous-Alexander, who missed the money.
And look at that. Wemby's having words with the MVP. That was the Defensive Player of the Year and why the paint is on lockdown. Look at this. He's laughing at him. He changed that shot.
You see, he scored the alley-oop with his hand being held by Holmgren. Nothing sweet about that. He just goes up with one hand and guides it in. He'll come to the bench to get a rest. It's always like change time and your mentality.
Look at this. This is great seeing this. The camaraderie and love this young team has. I mean, these are two young teams that we could see in this position for years to come.
And they know they're going to see each other for years to come. That's what makes these things so special.
Harper handles Champagny. Doesn't quit at the line. They react to that. Johnson, short of the three, under the flat down, is chased down by Harper towards the table, and Harper can't keep it alive. Gilgeous-Alexander in the basket. Contact, no call, out of bounds, off of the Spurs.
3 of 13 now for the reigning two-time. Look at the save here by Castle and then by Harper. Right into the hands of SGA, and again, the struggles continue.
14 to shoot, Thunder down 7. Holmgren trying to fight through the contact to get open. So is SGA. Bryant right in his jersey. Skip to Holmgren.
There's a foul on Hartenstein holding Castle down low so he could not rotate out to that three-point shooter.
There you go. Thunder fans are getting frustrated with the defense the Spurs are playing. And it's the way a lot of fans around the league feel when they watch the Thunder play. The Spurs are taking a Thunder page defensively with their physical defense here tonight. And it's been good teams. Harper, inside for 2.
Man. Wow. Reds, that was a Smitty, too. Bumped him, hit him with the Smitty, hit him with the right, left, then with Harper.
He has 15. Stephon Castle has 15. Keldon Johnson has 13. The perimeter players for the Spurs, the number 2 seed, trying to get game 1 of the West Finals on the road. They lead by 9.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Buster. Just so you know, Baylon Valves, 100% American made, right here in OKC.
This is our home. This is our fortress. This is where we make our stand.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Prime. Fast, free delivery on millions of items. It's on Prime. By DoorDash, the official on-demand delivery partner of the NBA. And by Flyhouse, a premier private aviation leader built for seamless travel. Go back through the history of the Spurs against Oklahoma City, 4 different series, including conference finals, leading to some of the banners that hang here at Paycom, including that 2012 Western Conference Championship banner. Defending SBA so far, Jamal Crawford.
It's never a one-on-one challenge. It's 1-on-5. He's always playing in the crowd. They know he's the MVP. He's proved that he can do time and time again. He can beat you. He can turn out your lights. But right now, the Spurs are keeping him off the rhythm and off balance.
Don Sweeney handles the defense, and actually he has been so integral to what the Spurs have done all season and tonight.
Sean Sweeney, guys, I've watched in every single huddle address whatever issue he's seeing at that moment, tweaking the defense little by little, whether it's if the guy is cutting through, go with them, running on your closeout, hand in the face, good positioning. He just took Devin Vassell aside and showed him a specific play, said run it back. They watched it about 3 or 4 times to just see the exact adjustments they need to make. He has been phenomenal on this defensive effort for game 1.
And on that one, he goes back to the pad paper, one to go back and look at. As the Thunder get one at the basket to make it a 7-point game. Sean's one of the brilliant defensive minds in the league, likely to be a head coach sooner rather than later. Clock at 5. Harper feeds Wemby, tough catch. They'll call George for a foul.
Again, Lou Dort trying to be physical with Wemby, giving up so much size. A little sub in the back there by Lou. Trying to get him out the paint. And there's the shove.
And so, 4th foul on Dort.
And you see Mitch Johnson already taking Johnson out because he got beat backdoor on that last Dort possession. He's saying you cannot afford these mistakes the last 6 minutes of the game.
Wembanyama denied by Dort. That is off of Dort. 4.5 to shoot for the Spurs. 6.5 left. Team fouls. In the quarter, only 2 on the Thunder, 1 on the Spurs. Short clock, Castles Jacks. Big box out effort, and it's going to stay down here. Foul on the Thunder.
Nice job attacking the offensive glass there by Vassell. Smaller Jared McCain out of position there, picks up the foul.
His second, third on the team. Trying to fight, looking over Dort, spinning inside. Champagny off on the 3. Wemby kept it alive over Williams, but is called for the foul. That is Victor's first.
Well, this is the very definition of over the back right there by Wembanyama. Think about that. This is Wemby's first foul. Something as this series goes on, him staying out of foul trouble and on the floor is huge.
Gilgeous Alexander can't get it back from Vassell. He's been very active tonight for the Spurs, hasn't he? Harper met by McCain. Halfway through this 4th quarter, they stay with Dort, and the double comes and goes away. They go right back to him, trying for the feed. Dort is fighting. Not letting him get space. Harper, no.
We're just figuring SGA is going to go on a run at some point here. Because he has just been bottled up here.
0 for 4 here in the 4th quarter is Gilgeous Alexander. He's got 2. Pass Wemby to the basket.
And they're going to get Wemby for a foul. Potential and 1 here. What a quick move by SGA, and this was with Wemby rotating over. Look at this. Goes baseline, and he knew he could get around Wemby, but he had to get it up on the glass quick.
And the contact, so he'll come to the line. And SGA, as he goes down here, gets a leg in the head. Timeout, San Antonio.
5-minute game.
On this 80-degree night in the state capital of Oklahoma, our aerial coverage is provided by Flyhouse. In the Paycom Center, time for us to check this evening's headlines, brought to you by Accurate. The Aaron Fox doesn't start for San Antonio. Out with an ankle injury, the defensive player of the year, getting it done. Wemby with 25 and a plus 14. SGA is minus 13. The worst ratio of any players who played tonight. The Thunder bench, thanks to Alex Caruso, a playoff high 22, outscoring the San Antonio bench. The rookies doing the steals. Rookie kleptomania, they tell us. Dylan Harper tying a Spurs playoff record with 6. Kawhi Leonard, one of those who've held that record before. 5:26, 5-point game. SGA in the line. Jamal and Rich, what are you looking at here down the stretch?
For me, with OKC Thunder, they're going to have to attack. They put a lot of shooting right now around SGA, so he'll have more space to work on the offensive side of the ball.
And the way that Stephon Castle has managed this second half, finding his shooters, can he continue to deliver and make plays?
Rare free throw miss for Gilgeous Alexander for 5 at the line. The rebound for Wembanyama was his 16th to go with 25 points. Caruso gets the defensive assignment. Wemby calls the ball. Pulling pass inside Harper. Over Harper, he scores. Hit him under the rim.
A little bump right there, Red. Got the space for Harper to be able to get that layup.
Said he plays bigger once he gets into the paint, right?
Yes.
All the eyes on SGA. Goes to the basket. Draws the contact. Free throw attempts 6 and 7 coming up.
Wemby gets to his spot, makes it look like he's going to shoot. but he's really just a tall guard. Good pass right there. Harper carves out his space. Right side, right hand.
A.J. Mitchell's going to come in for the Thunder between free throws. For tomorrow night on ESPN, as mentioned, Game 1 with the Cavaliers and the Knicks. Garden will be rocking 8 Eastern time, the coverage there with our friend Mike Green and the rest of the team. And we are back here on NBC and Peacock. Wednesday night, Game 2. Maria and the guys on pregame at 7:30 on Peacock and 8 o'clock on NBC. And our tip time, 8:36 Eastern. More on these games, NBA.com, or visit the NBA app. Clutch game inside of 5 minutes. 5 points to margin. Castle on Memphis. Game over and said no.
Red, your guy is showing up and showing out. Alex Caruso, guarding Victor Wembanyama. Castle doesn't see him from the weak side, comes and gets the block as well.
His second of the game, it doesn't to shoot. Quickly, Vassell misses. Gilgis Alexander the board, looking to go. SGA hesitates. Every jersey turns his way. He goes inside for Holmgren to hit the rim. Williams got it. And shot.
One possession game now. Now it's getting the fan base into this ball game here.
This is where the Spurs usually have the De'Aaron Fox, Wembanyama pick and roll. No Fox to see where they go.
Jeff Kennedy. No! Rebound. Tapped out. Hassel calmly takes it. Looking for his space. Pitch to the corner. This is Harper. His three's off. Fighting for the board. And it stays down here.
Spurs are doing such a great job, as Mitch Johnson will call a timeout here to drop a play. They're doing such a great job on the offensive glass, getting extra possession. J-Dub, his return, trying to get the fan base.
The Thunder got the return all-star, Jalen Williams. J-Dub getting to the basket, getting the backdoor dunk, getting to his city pull-up. His points have been so impactful and so important, especially on a night where SGA, A.J. Mitchell, and Holmgren have combined for 28 points.
Williams returning, missed the last 6. 2 in the Phoenix series, all the Lakers series left hamstring injury. 14 on the shot clock for San Antonio, leading by 3. They've led by as many as 10. Dylan Harper and Wembanyama with the clock at 3, facing Holmgren. Wemby, dead, backtrack, block, inside. Thunderball.
What a block. Rotating over. Mitch Johnson, he got the call that he wanted. Get the ball to Wemby, one-on-one with Jet.
Williams on the drive inside. Tries to lose Wembanyama, can't. Little touch pass. Right back to Caruso. It's a one-point game.
And Caruso now guarding Wemby. Can't play with the basketball.
Clock at 5, plus 7. Their threes have been off in this quarter. Kept alive inside. Castle couldn't squeeze it. The Thunder trying to take the lead. SGA for 3. Rebound by the Spurs. Harper is 7. Wembanyama trying to be physical, get the first position on Caruso. Didn't let him turn. Sets the screen. Castle inside. Wembanyama pushed by Mitchell.
What a pass by Castle on point to Victor Wembanyama,
who is slow to get up here. As he catches his breath, he's pulled up by his teammates.
Oh, this is going to be side out. Wasn't a control tip. That's close.
It's really close.
That's very close.
Both teams in the bonus now, though.
Yes. Throws rest of the way. Wembanyama played over 36 minutes. Caruso guarding again. Castle on the switch now. Williams picks up Wemby. Corner 3 finally knocked down by Vassell.
How big has Devin Vassell been here down the stretch for the Spurs?
His third 3. Lead is for SGA. An attack, a bump, a fade, a 2-point game.
This is where the Thunder know exactly where they want to go late games. The Spurs trying to figure it out right now with no foul.
That's a foul on Wemby. He pulled over Caruso. Great call by Mitchell Irvin. Was all over it.
Did we see how Wemby lowered that shoulder? This was...
And Dagdo wants a look at it with replay. He also has 2 minutes left. He's lost his other timeout. He's got 2. And they're going to look at it in the replay center. Lee Dagdo, look at it. It's about poise and composure in the biggest moments. And you said like a football player pulled him over. George Kittle, the tight end from the San Francisco 49ers, went to high school in Norman, Oklahoma. He's sitting right next to us, and he got up right away and pointed like a first down going the other way.
And he's still looking at us over here.
George Kittle, he can appreciate that foul right there.
We're going to look at replay and see what happened. The fans are getting to look at it on the screen.
Oh, no. That's just a foul.
That's a foul. That's not
a regular foul. Come on.
It's not a flagrant.
See, to me, this is messing up OKC's rhythm right here. Yeah, it's an offensive foul. That's it.
Yeah.
Why are we even looking at this?
Because the arm was up and where the elbow is.
Stop it, Michael.
Stop
it, Michael.
Is there wind-up?
No.
Is there impact?
Yes.
Is there follow-through?
No, I don't think there's follow-through.
So that's it. There's a process, Rich. Doesn't matter what time of the game it is, right?
But to me, this hurts the Thunder. They had started to get a little rhythm offensively here. Now it stops.
After review, as Wembanyama lowers his shoulder, there is no windup, there is no follow-through, and the impact does not rise to the level of flagrant foul. Common foul stand.
The great Mike Tirico tried to ask the questions.
But to your point, remember Wemby before those last free throws? He was gassed. He stayed down on the floor for a couple of seconds, get a free timeout. That's Nickeil Alexander-Walker from the Atlanta Hawks.
He's like, no, not that one, right?
The most improved player in the league this year. First cousins with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and came to support him as he got his MVP yesterday and stayed for games 1 and 2. All right, 2 minutes. Spurs by 2. Thunderball.
And what that review does as well for the Spurs, it gives them a rest. It gives Wemby a rest. That's why I wouldn't have reviewed it.
SGA from the top pitches it out. Caruso for 3 and the lead. Final 100 seconds. Wembanyama. Caruso guarding. Clock at 5. Castle. Gotta go. Clock at 2. Gets it to the corner. Champagny. Knocks down a big three.
Oh, man. Trey blows here.
Julian Champagny. The lead is 2.
Here comes the double. Who's going to beat him?
Caruso's done it all night. Turns away. Williams between the legs. Footer. Got it. Tied in. 97 all. Each team a pair of timeouts. No fouls to give.
Here's this high screen and roll with Wimby. Now they can switch this with J-Dub.
It's 2-on-1. Caruso, SBA, the MVP into the basket. No! Wembanyama got the rebound. 2-on-1, they couldn't score. Vassell toes inbounds as Mitch Johnson gets a timeout. Wow.
Vassell was falling out of bounds and had to call timeout there.
And Daigneault wanted the arm around the waist of SGA as he went for the layup attempt that he missed.
But guys, he should have given the ball up to Caruso. It was a 2-on-1.
This was the rebound fight. Spurs have it. It's their ball when we come back.
You got love for your city and your home team. You love Thunder basketball. Get loud, city. Show your love.
NBA Showtime, presented by AT&T, follows us. 53.4 to go. All even at 97, Spurs ball. Harper put it down low where the Thunder can get to it. In trouble, saved it. Champagny kicks it out to Sell. Clock at 4. Harper stumbles, lost it. Gets it up. Rims out. The foul was called. Unbelievable.
How many chances did the Thunder have and how many deflections on that play? Look at this. Stumble there by Harper. Deflection there by SGA. Deflection there by Mitchell. And Holmgren on the backside picks up the foul.
86% in the playoffs at the line. 75% in the regular season made the first Spurs by 1.
Here's the question if you're Coach Daigneault, Jamal, are you calling a timeout here? Are you allowing your MVP to go for a 2-for-1 situation here? Yeah, with them taking out SGA, this is going to be a timeout.
So I'm saying timeout on the rebound. He's got 2, so you can advance it to the front court if you want to get that 2-for-1 opportunity.
You got to keep Wemby off the offensive glass here.
That's Hartenstein fighting him. Harper made the pair. Timeout Thunder. The Spurs lead by 2. 37.1 to go in regulation. So you know when you watch a regular season good game?
Yes.
And the announcers say, I'd sign up for 7 games just like this. I'm glad we all signed up.
Right.
This is one of 4 through 7, whatever it's going to be. This has been something right from the jump.
Look, both of these teams have earned the right to be in this situation here, Final Four situation for our game. But now we're going to see what this young Spurs is made about in terms of their defense. We know the champs, they've been good in clutch time games, but we haven't seen the Spurs in this type of environment. Closing moments, a 2-for-1 opportunity. Does the Thunder go quickly here, Jamal?
That's the question. I think they want to go quickly, but then you see if the Spurs come out a different defense. You don't like the shot. Back it out. Get what you want.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, not only the MVP this year, but clutch player of the year. Opening night when we were here, that double overtime classic with the Rockets against the Jazz, a buzzer beater that sent it to OT. And against Denver in one of the great games of this regular season in a Thunder 3-point win. They've got a guy who knows how to pay it in clutch time. But San Antonio's done a great job all night denying him clean looks and clean catches.
And you would have to think that right now the Spurs throw 2 people at SGA, but they have shooting all on the floor.
Holmgren, Williams, Mitchell, Caruso cleaning up the Spurs bench by the corner.
But Victor cannot forget about Caruso.
It's into Gilgeous-Alexander, tries to go quick. Little hesitation, shovel, out the window, and foul. They pulled Wembanyama a bit away from the basket, a little hesitation to get SGA to the line.
Spurs still have a challenge if they want it. And they, as they know, foul. Yep, the shove down low.
2 free throws for SGA, 6 and 7 tonight. 3.2, Spurs have a timeout. Rich Johnson sending instructions from the sideline.
But you see how quick Jamal SGA went.
Yep, that 2
4 seconds went off now, so now you afforded that 2-for-1 opportunity.
He's got 10 in the quarter, all even at 99. 33 to go. Here we go. Caruso guarding Wembanyama, giving up about a foot. Being physical with it. On the switch, Castle. Williams guarding. Shot clock at 8. Wembanyama turns, spins, shoots, and hits. Timeout Oklahoma City. 11.5 to go. Wemby's giving the Spurs a 2-point lead.
Well, I talked about I want to see how the Spurs are going to grow up. We're watching it in real time here. Victor Wembanyama, what a move here. He looks at the shot clock and he knows exactly where he wants to go. Here's the brush screen. Now I just got to get it to my big fella. They were reluctant to come, and Victor makes them pay. What a move here by Wemby with the Spurs up by 2.
And him shooting off the wrong leg messed with David Williams' defensive timing. He shot the wrong leg, and Jalen Williams could not contest it. Wemby with the awkward floater to go.
All right, now what are you thinking down here if you're Mark Daigneault? Out of timeout.
Number one, you got to get the ball in because you don't have any timeouts, right? And you're going to have to score through contact. When you get to this level in the Final Four and you're in the conference finals, these officials at times, they're reluctant not to call something a normal shove. So you're going to have to play through contact if you're OKC.
And this is the one time I will play SGA straight up. A 2 does not beat you. A 3 will knock you out.
And you got Castle on him.
11.5 to go. Thunder out of timeout. Spurs by 2. Defense giving direction as they look at the set by the Thunder. Galen Williams to trigger. Mitchell. The action comes. Trying to get Gilgeous-Alexander free. He's got it with 4 left. SGA to the basket. Lays it up and in. They pulled Wemby away. SGA to the goal. Tie game at 101.
And to your point, Jamal, the reason why they did a cross direction there, Wemby was reluctant to come help, because if he would have came baseline, it was a wide open shot to Chet in that short corner.
And that was the right move by Wemby. He knows he could have got there to block it.
Look at Chet right there.
They ran the Iverson cut.
If Wemby comes over, that's a 3.
That Iverson cut right there. In SGA's eyes, he looked at Wemby to see if he was going to come over. Right there. When he noticed he wasn't, he said, okay, it's a layup. Great call by Coach Daigneault.
I was going to say, that's why you love the postseason. It's the playing and the coaching. These out-of-timeout plays. The guys have spent hours and hours looking at everything they've run all year, and they come up with great stuff. Great drop by Daigneault. Now, you put it in Wemby's hands to win it or send it to OT.
Here's the scary thing, because the Spurs have that one player, Jamal. All you got to do is throw it to the rim, somewhere in the vicinity of the rim, and he's the only guy that can go get it. So any type of lob action, I would drive the basketball, have the help come, and throw it high and see what he can do up there. Because the worst case scenario, you go to overtime.
Remember, Minnesota series didn't call a timeout. That was a different situation. Broken situation off a miss. They had more time to get down the floor.
Correct.
Here you advance it, give yourself a chance in the half court.
And if the Spurs, this is where you cut hard as well. Try to pick up a foul for the aggressive defense.
And Thunder, you've got to play defense without fouling.
No fouls to give, no timeouts. Hartenstein checks in to guard the inbound. 3.1 to go. Harper to trigger. Wembanyama hasn't lost it. Wemby puts up. We go to overtime.
You got the ball to your best player. He made the move. There was a deflection. But more importantly, arguably the second best shot blocker in our game. Rotating over in Chet with the block shot, Jamal.
Great set right there by Coach Johnson. He gets Wemby at the free throw line, gets the space. Great timing right there by Chet Holmgren with verticality, going straight up. I got your back. Good defense. Let's go to overtime.
But it was the swipe by Caruso that allowed that timing to happen on the backside. Right there. It was just that little bit of deflection that allowed Chet to rotate over.
Right there by Wallace, right?
Wallace, too.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about great defenders and having a deep bench and using all of it, and they do. Hey, let's keep the gym open. More basketball coming up.
NBA City. It's really tough place to play. One of the great fan bases in the NBA.
Wembanyama gave the Spurs the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander tied the game. 1-3 in the MVP voting. SGA winning it. Wembanyama third. Wemby won the Defensive Player of the Year, but second in that voting, Chet Holmgren comes up with the big block. Thunder have been here 5 times in the regular season. Spurs twice. Postseason OT for these teams for the first time in 2026.
And no J-Dub to start overtime.
Wembanyama against Caruso, the initial guard. Gets down to Sell. Missed on the 3. Caruso wouldn't let Wemby get there. Thunder for the lead with Gilgeous-Alexander. Attacks. Lawson seems trying to go quick. Spurs back the other way. They turn it over.
Caruso blocking out. Wemby created a turnover on Dylan Harper. Is anyone else out here he wants to guard?
A playoff career high 27 points for the veteran. All these young, talented players on both teams. And it's a vet, Caruso.
He's seen his own here, Jamal.
SGA step back triple. Off, kept alive. To Caruso. Shot clock down.
He's got to shoot.
Knocked out of bounds. It's going to go the other way.
But those plays right there, the urgency the Spurs have to understand at this level, there's only 4 teams left. Everything matters. Every single possession.
Caruso didn't know the ball did not hit the rim there.
Both teams do still have their challenge, by the way. If needed here in OT. Jalen Williams set to come in momentarily. Castle hit the deck hard as he slipped and spun. He's going to need a minute. Foul on the Thunder. And Mitchell.
Going left, spinning. Gets fouled by Mitchell. Lost his footing.
Wow, quickly hit the deck. He gets up. He's okay. Side out San Antonio. Minute 4 to OT. No points. Holmgren hangs out. Castle's got a pass. SGA! And throws it down.
And then comes off the rim. Like Prince of the Chappelle Show skit.
Work, floater, inside nose, and a touch hitting night from the field. 6 of 21. The presence of Wembanyama, a factor on many. The pass to Wemby sloppy. Harper couldn't save it. 3 on 2 they go. Williams to the basket. Jet, heavy stripped him. Over to the deck. Last touch first. Wemby wants to challenge that. They look back to the back bench. They get a sub up right away when they're thinking about a challenge to buy them an extra second to look at the iPad with a tablet, and they call a timeout here. Let's see if they challenge. It's a kick off the foot of Holmgren last. Wemby saw that.
Oh, but he also took a shot to the face, too. Remember, he was in concussion protocol in that Portland series.
So this is a challenge.
There's a challenge.
And there is the hit that Wemby took as Holmgren was falling and with no intent ended up hitting him on the head, and the head hit the floor.
Yeah, this is going to be Spurs basketball.
The Spurs are really sharp about this. It's almost like there's a one-word call on a punt. When you say no fair catch, get away from it, they say Peters. There's like a one-word call. As soon as there's something close to buy a extra second or two, sub, and somebody's up right away to get in, and it gives them a couple of seconds to look and challenge.
After review, it's been determined that the ball last touched the right foot of Holmgren. The challenge is successful. Ball on the floor is overturned to San Antonio basketball.
Spurs were infrequent challengers in the regular season. They're 6 of 3 here in the postseason.
But this is what the Spurs have been looking for. Look at Wemby sets a great screen, which Caruso does not want to switch. Now Castle gets downhill, gets to the last line of defense, and gets the dunk.
But that's miscommunication. They've been switching that since regulation, and that's J-Dub and Caruso. That absolutely has to be a switch, because now you got who you really want on Wemby and J-Dub. Miscommunication there between the two veterans there, Williams and Caruso.
This is a rare 40-plus minute game for Wembanyama. Haven't seen it all year. Holmgren, very good defense on Champagny. Thunder wanted to travel, not call. 5 to shoot, Dylan Harper. On the pick, it is Castle for 3. Wembanyama right over Williams for the basket.
19 boards now for Wemby.
Having another one of those games. As he turns the corner, Wemby's waiting. Caruso lines it up. Can't knock it down. And a foul. Could be a hold. I believe Wembanyama. And a hold to Holmgren.
Eight offensive rebounds for Victor. Long arms, and here he gets called for the foul, hooking Chet. Extra possession here for OKC.
Side out, it's Wemby's fourth. A.J. Mitchell is. They've got some offense. Tough to catch for SGA. Pick to Caruso for 3.
This dude is out here looking like Stephen Curry from three.
He is too shy of his career high in the regular season. He's got 10 more than his playoff career high.
I thought you were getting real bold. Saves out here looking like Reggie Miller.
I know better than that.
Spurs by 1, 2 to go. Good hands by Caruso to knock it away. To the sideline, hit by Williams. Running down. Williams home. Here we go. In the lead. Williams guarding Wemby.
And Williams is gassed right now.
First game he's playing in about 3 weeks. He knocked it away. Caruso took it away. The Thunder go the other way. Mitchell for 3. Holmgren keeps it alive. And out of bounds off Oklahoma City. Spurs ball.
I would have liked for them. Again, I know Mitchell is the second leading scorer on this team, but he's done nothing tonight. 2 of 5. Run some time off, get the ball to SGA, and get a quality look.
And right now, Steph Castle has 11 turnovers. He has to be more sure-handed, being the primary ball handler.
The most by a Spur in any playoff game in their long history. First 4 of overtime, San Antonio. Last 5, Oklahoma City. Thunder by 1. Buck 20 to go. Caruso. Guarding Wembanyama. And Vassell. Corner pitch. Champagny. Missed. Wemby again. No. Fighting for it. Caruso. Throws it off Wembanyama. He's having an unbelievable night.
This dude, I told people last year, I had a front row seat of the finals. Yes, SGA was great, finals MVP. Yes, J-Dub had 40 points in game 4. But the reason why the Thunder won the title was because of Alex Caruso.
One point, 1 minute. Gilbert Alexander gets it! Brings it down!
No time to panic now for the Spurs.
Each team, 2 timeouts. Champagne can't hit the silencer. Kept alive by Williams. 45 seconds left. Williams will take some time. Glance at the clock. Spurs got numbers hungry down behind the plate. 5 on 4. Wemby's going to pull a deep 3.
Oh my goodness! A logo shot.
28-footer. Ties it at 108. Timeout, Thunder.
We're talking about body blow upon body blow between these two teams. Victor Wembanyama, are you kidding me? In transition.
The rare 30 and 20 playoff game. 32 points, 20 rebounds. That is first 3. Let's go back.
First, Alex Caruso. Jamal, you've been talking about the big shots he's made all game.
What did they say? I'm not tired.
Then the dunk by SGA beats Victor Wembanyama's help.
Oh, Cuz loves it.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the most improved player in the year.
And then in transition, look at this, 28 feet from your 7'4" center. Nothing but cash money.
There is something about that spot. Yeah. That's the same spot Steph Curry hit that shot years ago for the Warriors and start doing the shimmy shango.
Wow. Now, if you're Coach Dagno, the Thunder, there's a 2-second differential here between the shot clock and the game clock. I'm looking for one shot here.
And they're going to take it in the backcourt.
Yes. Give you more time to operate. Are they going to move it up?
John Goldman went to the backcourt thinking they were going to. Now the Spurs said, no, we're going to take it up to the front court here.
But now if you're the Spurs and you're Victor Wembanyama, I'm locking down the paint. They have to beat you with an outside shot versus the layup you know they can make.
Caruso Holmgren, William, Gilgeous-Alexander, and A.J. Mitchell, the 5 on the floor for the defending Cavs.
Now you have J-Dub in that corner where Victor was reluctant to come off. I think they're going to run that same misdirection here to have SGA going left.
Mitchell taking the sand out of the hourglass. Shot clock at 10. Now at 8. SGA breaks free. He's got it now. Clock at 5. Tries to turn the corner. He spins. Sees 2. It's Williams for 3. No! Kick! No! Spurs get a timeout. They get a timeout first.
Is he out of bounds or timeout?
Conversation now with the officials, and they've got the timeout acknowledged.
Well, I think they're going to look at the clock. There might be more time on here as well.
And they have 2 timeouts, so they can advance the ball and get 1 shot for the win.
And now to your point, Reg, this is where you can throw it up. But watch the foot of Harper.
Landing safe. Now he's out of bounds. Has timeout been acknowledged at that point?
I also will say this. Victor's lucky he didn't pick up a foul there.
Yes.
On that offensive rebounding, because he was grabbing and holding Chet once again.
We're not looking at any replays right now. We've got a couple
0.8 maybe?
0.7.
0.8.
We still have a conversation with the entire officiating staff on Zach Zarba, John Goebel, and Mitchell Irvin here at midcourt. There's Mitch Johnson trying to call timeout here. This team doesn't have possession yet.
Nope, not yet. But he does there.
Yep, he's good there.
0.9 almost. Yeah, they put 0.7 back up there.
This is where that lob comes into play, Reg, you were talking about. Throw it up high, see what happens.
Now, this is going to be very important. Who's taking the ball out? If I'm Coach Dagnall, I'm getting one of my bigs on the ball. Huge target. Make it a... Yep, now you've got Chet on the ball with Dylan Harper taking it out.
And Hartenstein, the 7-footer, guarding Wembanyama, 7/10 of a second left. Will they roll to the basket? Looking to trigger. Trigger goes Chandler. Broken up. Again, it's Caruso. And again, we go to double overtime. Each team scores 7. 108. And we'll play a 6th period. We're all expecting Wemby to go to the rim. It was Castle, but as it has been all night, it's Alex Caruso everywhere when they need him most. 108. OT number 2 in Game 1 of the Western Finals. If you are just joining us, here is how we got here. Victor Wembanyama spinning, scoring to give the Spurs a 2-point lead. Then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 3.1 left puts it in tied at 101. End of the game, they go to Wemby. Watch Holmgren come across and get the big block to send our game to overtime. In OT, the first 4 scored by the Spurs. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander works inside. Big run by the Thunder as they go up in OT. But Wembanyama pulls a 3 just inside of 30 feet to tie it. Nobody scores the rest of the way. Alex Caruso gets in the way of the play at the end of the first overtime. And for the first time in 5 years in the NBA playoffs, we have a playoff game going to double overtime. Blazers Nuggets in 2021, Spurs Thunder Game 1 in 2026 takes us to a 6th period. Let's move inside. Castle denied. Harper can't follow. Dort the rebound for the Thunder. Thunder have played more players longer. See if they are fresher. Ball swings to Mitchell. Sees Wembanyama. Clock at 10. Jason Wallace. Holmgren. Gavin. Hasn't taken many 2-pointers tonight. Shot clock running down. Got rid of it. Short. Shot clock violation.
Great defense there by Dylan Harper. One-on-one. Imano up top. Didn't allow the taller Chet Holmgren. That was a smart move here to start this overtime period. Caruso and J-Dub on the bench here. Get some fresh bodies out here.
Violation, can't sub them in, so it'll have to be the next stopping. Spurs have 4 players who played over 42 minutes. Only SGA has played over 40 for the Thunder. Champagny in full flight, had it stripped away. Jason Wallace got the job done defensively as he's one of the players in to give Caruso and Williams a chance to catch their breath. Fakes a 3. Takes it. Hard for the rebound. Career high in minutes played, regular or postseason for Wembanyama. 45. And he's still going strong.
Oh my goodness. Well, people want to know about his durability.
Second youngest ever 30-plus point, 20-rebound game in the playoffs. Only Moses Malone younger. SGA brings out the 3. And Wembanyama secures it. He's got nothing. 1-on-4. He's going anyway. Everybody's in contact and he's fouled.
Will they give him 2? Did he have to gather? Yes, they will.
They will.
Look at this right here. One dribble finish.
This last one.
And then in transition. Yeah, he had to gather right there. Those long strides by Victor. What a start here to the second overtime period for Wemby.
9 of 10 at the line tonight. Comes Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, Jalen Williams, all of whom can guard Wembanyama and have guarded him tonight in the half court. You watch Wembanyama, all the talk of time spent with the Monks and all the things he does. This is his free throw routine. 2 deep breaths after he gets the ball. 36 points, 21 rebounds.
Straight clutch. TDL, Tim Duncan-like numbers.
Absolutely. Again, the Spurs take the early overtime advantage. SGA gets inside, pitches Caruso. Steps back for 3. Missed it, Wembanyama the rebound. Spurs will zone it. Defensive look there.
Yeah, it was zone-ish, it was alien-ish, it was matrix. Doing everything right there.
Well, that zone allows Victor to stay in the paint.
And rest. Wemby scored the last 9 for the Spurs. Harper, Williams all over it. Champagny, very late shot clock. Deep, sling. No rim shot clock violation.
And this is the inexperience at times of the Spurs guards. The young guards are playing with the ball a little bit too much. The defenders are so aggressive on defense.
This is when you miss De'Aaron Fox in situations like this.
Calm them down. Calm the young fellas down.
Veteran missing this game, right ankle injury, suffered in the Minnesota series. They double Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a three, knocks it down.
And Williams is kind of holding that right leg.
Hamstring issues. Right hamstring earlier in the season, left hamstring last few weeks. 1-point game. Castle. Harper. It's the first slice for two. Oh. And the bang. And the foul as he holds his head in some discomfort.
Yeah, they called it late too. The official, Mitchell Irvin, looked like Dylan Harper took a shot after the made three there by SGA.
Still down on his back. The San Antonio bench is asking to go review it and look at it. Zach Zarvin, the crew chief, sends the teams back to the bench, and
they will.
Hit above the head, hostile act review, flagrant one or not, to keep possession of the ball. Got hit twice, all in an effort to get to the ball.
A ruling on the floor, defensive foul is under review to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
If you look at it, SGA is going up to try to make the block, and on the continued follow-through with the other hand, almost like he was swimming to go get it, he gets the rookie. Harper hit from SGA was the one that was
called the foul.
Yeah, and that they have to look at for the follow-through. Again, the Spurs not only playing fewer players, these heavy minutes also came off the 6-game series with Minnesota. The Thunder have had a week off. Their last game was a week ago when they closed out the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Mike, I don't think we can stress enough. Victor Wembanyama, 47 minutes tonight.
And Red, we were looking at lunch today at Wemby's minutes, talking about how he stayed on the floor and stayed on the court, and you can't find 40-minute games, and it was understandable coming off of injury, taking care of him, getting him to this point. But man, he answering every question anybody may have about him as you watch him go through these playoffs.
After review, Caruso fouls the dribbler, and the contact by Gilgeous-Alexander after it is incidental, does not rise to the level of a flagrant foul. One shot.
So Alex Caruso will pick up his fourth at the chance of the three-point play. That initial contact where the foul is called.
And one right there for sure. And then the second one.
Double whammy.
Just to keep you honest here, both teams still have their challenge. As we go through this overtime, that's a foul on Oklahoma City. They have 2 fouls in OT. The Spurs have done. You get 3 fouls before the bonus in the 5-minute overtime. As you see the heavy minutes on the top 5, especially without De'Aaron Fox tonight.
But it also shows you the importance if you can steal game 1, take away home court here.
Harper hits it. The lead is 4. The Thunder have not lost a playoff game since Game 6 of the finals. They've won their last 9 postseason games. The Game 7 championship winner last year, all 8 this year. Down 4. Again. Holzer trying to get knocked away by Harper. Again, that zone giving the Thunder problems.
That zone, they're giving SGA different looks, keeping him off balance. Turnover by the MVP.
Williams guards Harper. Minute 33 to go. Race behind the back. Step through. Couldn't get the finish. Here goes Caruso the other way. Not many coming with him. Gilgeous-Alexander secondary. Gets back. Williams
about a bucket at the right time. Some of these transition shots, we saw Victor's 28-footer, but how about Williams, who's missed the last month?
Mason Wallace guarding Castle. Harper guarded by Williams. Caruso. Wemby beat it inside, threw it down with a foul.
And having words for Jet.
And still holding the ball. Like I'm taking my ball and going home.
Caruso tries to overplay. Look, he's giving up too much side. He's been admirable tonight, but what a pass there by Harper. But more importantly, oh, look at the finish here.
Well, of course that, but I'm glad you shout out the pass because it was at an angle where the size didn't matter, right? Or did matter, I should say.
It went full effect right there, Mike. You're right. Great angle to catch and go straight up.
Wembanyama has 7 and the San Antonio 10 in this second overtime.
12 of 13 from the free throw line as well.
Final minute, 4-point game. Thunder gotta go. Gilgeous-Alexander, tough shooting night. Caruso the star line, gets to the basket, reverse with Wemby there to tell. Harper denied by Vassell. Williams inside, can't score. Harper's got it with 40 to go. What defense at the rim by the Spurs.
Take your time if you're the Spurs here.
Must stop OKC. Castle. Lobbing. Wembanyama! He's unbelievable, folks. He's unbelievable. A 41-point night in game 1.
And Stephon Castle, his 11th dime of the evening as well. All he did was a spin motion. Here's the block. Oh my goodness. Beautiful there by Vassell. The eyes. They're the key. Throw it anywhere near the rim. And let Wemby do the rest. Look how high this ball is. Only one person in this gym is catching that. Haymaker after haymaker here between two heavyweights.
That's 11 and a half feet up there at the top of the box. And he's up there making the catch. You know, this is the night where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got the MVP award for the second time, deservedly so. His MVP season last year was terrific with better numbers, more efficient numbers this year. But folks say this is the MVP of the future. Wembanyama will point to you with not just nights like this offensively, but he likes to say, don't forget, defense is 50% of the game. And he was the first unanimous defensive player of the year this year. So his statement may be being made in this postseason.
They say teams, when they win 40 games, before they lose 20, they're championship contenders. When they get 40 points and 20 rebounds in a game, I would say you're one of the best players in the world, and he is staking his claim tonight.
He's the youngest player ever in a playoff game to have 40 and 20, albeit in overtime. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the previous youngest. Thunder down 6, gotta go quick. Williams, Wembanyama engulfs the ball. Shot clock is off. Harper is fouled. Another Wemby block seals this for the Spurs.
Man, people, for you casual fans, number one, welcome to the Western Conference Finals. But you are being treated to an epic show by one of the greatest young players in our game. And there's your 50% of the game.
I told you.
My goodness.
You know, we mentioned George Kittle, the 49ers, is sitting next to us. He's a tight end. He's one of the best tight ends in the NFL. And I looked at him during a timeout as you watch Wemby just kind of take it all in, strike that pose. A great shot, guys. And his
that's it.
I love it.
That's a screensaver right there.
I asked George, I said, you're rooting for the Thunder. Have you ever seen anything like Wembanyama? And he said, never. And he's on the field with some of the best athletes in the world. That says it all. Final seconds of this double overtime. Crusoe is fouled shooting the three, and he's going to get 3 free throws to add to his 30-point total. Three free throws to add to his 30-point total. Down 8 with 9.8. We've got a guy who's scored
He's
that
done
many
it before, right?
in a short period of time, in 8.9.
The only time in mankind in history.
Well, a lot would have to happen.
Yes.
You got some sneakers on right now? Can you go over there and help?
And the green room was done it too in T-Mac.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
T-Mac has
The legend T-Mac.
That's right.
Cavaliers on ESPN tomorrow night, game 1 of that conference final at the Garden against Reggie's playoff heroics in the East. And if it's half of what this is, it'll be a whale of a ball game. This has been a special night.
The last time we were all here was a double overtime game to open the season, right?
He missed on purpose, trying to get the rebound. It's fought for. Wembanyama secures it, and it's just going to throw it up court to Luke Cornett. And the San Antonio Spurs on an epic night from their superstar. 41 and 24 boards for Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs take game 1.
I mean, that's almost like Bill Jack.
It is the first loss in this postseason for Oklahoma City. And Alex Caruso with an incredible 31-point game. One shy of the most points he's ever scored. And the MVP going 7 of 23 will be the third line. Line 1 is his score line. 41, 3 blocks. Spurs get game 1. Here's Ashley Chalmody.
All right, Victor. Play. What kind of composure, what kind of endurance did it take to win this game?
I don't even know. It's the first time we're in this situation.
I love that. 41 points, though. 23 rebounds for you. You had your hand in nearly every play down the street.
It was like sheer willpower. Everything was going really fast tonight, I guess.
Effort overall. What did it take from each player on your team to show you had your hand in nearly every play down the street?
It was like sheer willpower. Everything was going really fast tonight, I guess.
Effort overall. What did it take from each player on your team to shut down a team like OKC?
Overall for our guy, Fox, we will be hopefully available next game. You know, I guess we're just
Game 1 feeling more like a game 6. Now that you have this game in the books, can you describe what you think this series is going to be?
something, but doesn't mean everything, you know. So we got to stay down to earth and hopefully